All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Happy Monday. It's Monday, the week of Christmas. We're 3 days away. Ooh. So here we are. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got some kind of new starter battle deck. I don't know what it's worth. I don't even know. Is it just the same cards every time? We got a big tag grading return. We got all these great products. I got to check my One Piece prices, okay? So those got to be checked. Let's see. We're going to say giant tag return, Pokemon starter decks, One Piece FOMO, live card shop. All right. So I'm going to scroll down here and take a look at the One Piece prices. Don't order. Some of the One Piece sets won't be available yet. Okay, so give me a minute. Okay, so in particular, One Piece OP6 Booster Box English. What's going on with that? All right, it looks like it hasn't changed that much. All right, no problem. Whoa, not a lot of it left, but it is doing okay. All right. Let's get this priced up, though. Divided by 24. Oh, it is up. Okay, it's up. Yeah, the price is up on this. All right. Somebody messaged me to tell me that. So we're going to have it sitting at $19 per pack now. It was at $16. And that means we're going to be selling the box at $4.56. That's kind of an aggressive pricing strategy. I mean, it implies that I know the price is changing rapidly. I don't know about the other sets. OP9, we're treating it as sold out. PRB1, we're treating it as sold out. OP5, we're treating it as sold out. There's OP13. I just saw the manga card from that, the main pull, sell for some ridiculous, like, was it like 13,000? I don't know. I wasn't even sure if I was looking at the right set. Okay, give me a minute here, guys. Little Monday pricing. How you guys doing? Oh my God, does this cost more than the other? Why is it so expensive? Let me check sold on this. Oh my God, I didn't buy nearly enough of this. Holy dude. You know, if you thought the price was expensive last week, you should have bought some. Apparently. Oh my gosh, it's just so expensive. I don't get it. All right, so that's OP13. It's going to stay at $21 a pack. I just don't get it. That's crazy expensive. OP6 is still cheaper than OP13, though. Okay, very good. OP14 is staying the same. We're not touching it. We just restocked it. We got 2 fresh cases coming, and we got it at a good price, so we're not touching that one. So I want you guys to enjoy that. So let's talk. We got these new Pokemon Battle Starter decks. So what the hell's in here? Did these have a... Talk to me, guys. Did these have a chance for like a rare... Like, let me explain. Is it like a booster pack where you have a chance at a rare pull? Or are they all exactly the same card every time? Talk to me about it. Let me open up this iPad. My supplier told me to buy it. I never researched it. We are. And I have not worked 1 second since Sunday or Saturday night. I took Sunday all the way off. I didn't do anything but relax. Holy crap, that Slowpoke is awesome. Which one? Oh, the trainer card. That's a break, Mr. Baklava. So this is a Neo trainer of Slowbro, actually. You can see the shell in the background. And it graded 9 with tag. It's pretty high grade. We're not asking a lot of money for it. I'm just selling it for about $35. That's pretty cheap. Comes from the gym series if you're chasing after it to try and get a 10. But this is a trade break. You can either buy in for $5 or trade me $5 of cards that you might already have over here with me. Maybe you got some junk cards you want to get rid of. So J-Dog says they're reprints. I'll buy one. Random decks, says Gabriel. Ah. All right. So Gabriel's saying they're random. Gabriel, is there a chase card in here? That's why my supplier was telling me I should buy him right there then. Let me look it up. So it's some sort of Pokemon 100 start deck. 100 start deck. I'm hoping we don't get too many orders of this, because I also want to show off the tag return, and I don't know what that, I don't know what this is going to be like. Now, we have a fresh case of them, so if there's like a chase card per case, well, we got a fresh case of it, so that's good. I can see there's a golden Charizard in it, and I'm betting that he doesn't show up in every pack. So let me try talking to my supplier and asking him what he's charging for these today, if he's on right now. I don't know if he is, but that will help me understand what they're valued at. Exclusive Pikachu card, huh? Okay, so we don't have a price on it yet. I'm gonna tell him thanks for getting start 100 decks to me so fast. It arrived surprisingly quick. I'm gonna ask him. I'm about to start selling these. Okay. So what did I pay for this? All right, I see what I paid for it. It wasn't cheap. I guess the other question, I need to know how many are in here. Let's see. Sometimes what I do is I look for a close competitor and I take a look at their price. But I think we actually got these first. So we have to do the tricky job of pricing them correctly. We only have one case. So I'll mention that. There's one case of them. Let me hit pause on this. Let's see. Never mind, it's $29. They retail for like $4, but the market is like $40. We got them first. It looks like we have them before other people do. So weird. That's very unusual. That's usually not the case with our stream. We usually get them second or third or something. I don't know. I don't know what to price them at. Let me try it out. So Pokemon Start Deck. We'll just take a look at eBay real fast, okay? All right. Yeah, so here's a guy in Japan selling them for just under $40. But that also has to be imported. That means my restock fee would be over $40. But let me see. Depends. Okay, and you can get them cheaper when you buy them in volume. That's pretty typical. All right. I do not know what to price them at. Let's see. Did you guys watch that Meat Canyon video, by the way? I watched that today. That was really funny. All right, so I'm going to start them out at 55. I don't know. Yeah, let's just give it a try. Let's see what happens. No, I don't know. Let's give it a try. I'm going to start them out at 55. Bear with me, guys, because we're probably not going to open them right away. I'm going to be doing the return, okay? But I'll add them right here. Starter deck. If they sell slow, we can lower the price. If they sell too fast, we'll raise the price, okay? So your desire to purchase these will tell me what to think about it. It's going to be called Starter Deck 100. It's in the menu now, $55. It's not on the website. But on the website, you can send me something called a custom payment for $55 and just tell me that's what you want, okay? So I'll get it for you. We have one case of it. So weird that it got to us so fast, because usually our product does not show up before the rest of the market. It's actually full decks. Let me go ahead and give you this. I don't know what to think about it. Bear in mind, I don't know what to think about it, okay? All right, very unusual product. There we go. I'm leaving. Not in the mood to deal with people right now. What? Tammy, I like when you hang out. You're leaving us? Tammy. I'll get you some Christmas Twix. I made a short showing these off. Do you like this Psyduck? Ooh. Croconaw. We got a little... This has to be one of the ugliest sleeves I've ever seen. Do you guys agree with me? What kind of sleeve is that, man? That is nasty. It's a different deck with reprints and might have hits. Okay. So it has a chance for a hit. If they sell too fast, the price goes up, okay? If they sell slow, the price goes down. That's how it works right now, because I don't really know what I'm supposed to charge on these. Love that Psyduck. Yeah, you like it? Wouldn't that be crazy if I had like a PSA 10 of that Psyduck? That'd be crazy, right? I got to get this graded for a gentleman in the Netherlands. The Netherlands. All right. I'm going to set this over here. And I'm going to set this here. And I'm going to pull this up. Now, I believe this tag return is just my cards this time. Let's see, normally they're stored over here, and of course there's no room over here. So let me start making room. I'm making room right now. What are these? Destined Rivals? Good. So we got some Destined Rivals in here. We got some Shiny Star in here. That shouldn't be here probably. Put that there. Okay. So, here we go. I have it raw. Haven't gotten it graded yet, but I know PSA is rough with Legendary Collection. That'd be interesting if we cracked it and sent it to tag and it turned into like a 9. Of course, I don't know. Tag's a pretty tough grader too. The belief is that PSA is the tough grader, but I know for a fact tag grading grades Topps cards tougher than PSA. I mean, they just do. Every time I cross them, every time I send them in, they give out the harshest grades. I grade a lot of Topps, so I grade with multiple companies. CGC is the nicest. All right, here we go. We got a Clough. Did my Venmo ever come through from a while back when it was on hold? Thanks. Says J Line all the time. Let's take a quick look. Give me one moment, guys. Checking that Venmo. Says here I got to ship Yolan too, huh? It is still on hold. Along with Mr. Brett's order too. You and Brett, both on hold. I don't know why. I'm sure it will release it soon. Here's Dolliv. Here's Dolliv. $2, really? Where did I even get these from? Okay. Eternatus got a 10. That's pretty lucky. Wow. Here's a... Oh, wow. Wow, that got an 8.5. That sucks ass. Well, that's the only card you want to grade 10, and it graded 8.5. Did it grade... Is it because of that little thing at the bottom? I bet just this thing down here. See that? I bet you I could have rolled that out. I could have smoothed that out before I sent it. Gonna have to look into that. That one might get cracked, everybody. We might crack that one out. What submission is this? I'm pretty sure this is a submission with my cards in it only. Look at that Ifrit. A little Final Fantasy there. I'll notice if it's not my cards, though. Here's a... Because, you know, we grade a lot of cards with them, and I do some of my own. Here is a... Hello Kitty. Here's a Hello Kitty. And here is a Haxorus. Oh, lovely. Tag is for me, Matt. I'll set this over here now. Nuh-uh. Tag is for Jewish women. Oops, come on now. Oops, come on now. There we go. Ooh. What do we have here? We've got, that's a nice 10. That's like a Platinum era holographic Lucario. Nice. Time Space Distortion got a 10. Piplup got a 10. That's amazing. Pachirisu got a 10. That's real good stuff. Oh, yeah. Dialga got a 10. That's good. Good grades here, guys. All right. If you see something that you simply must have, tell me, okay? Tell me. Oh, that looks cool. That's a Shinji Kanda Slitherwing from Night Wanderer. Huh. 2 of them. I propose we print out Epstein photos and put them in TCC slabs. Nah, dude, that sounds terrible. What are you talking about? That sounds terrible. All right. Things they wouldn't grade. Sexy girl cards. That's too bad. That is too bad. They said, nah. Okay, come on here. Got to keep our eyes open for some regrades. Because, you know, we're always sending those regrades out. Okay. I can see we have 47 viewers, but only 8 likes. Smash that like button for me, guys. Help us out. So here's Cerulege. Jigglypuff, Snorlax, Meowth. Here's the 151 Ultra Premium Mew, huh? Got a 9. Oh, it's got a white dot there. It's definitely a 9. All right, no problem. Zygarde 8. That's sad. Moltres 9. I may need to crack this and try it again just to see if it gets a 9 at PSA as well. That guy's definitely worth... He's an 8. That's an 8.5, huh? Snorlax 9. So, yes, it is tough to grade the XY era stuff. It is difficult. Oh, baby. But look at this. Wow. There you go, guys. Top tier right there. Beautiful. It looks good. Oh, yeah. Back of the card looks good. Looks nice. All right. Let me place this over here. Whoa, I like that. I'm in a house and Bill, not that. What's up, mister? What's up, Matt? Did you already get to my order? No, we just started, and I haven't processed any orders yet. We're showing off the submission first, so you may have to wait a minute for the order. But we started at 4:41. We're here early, so we're going to have a little bit of time. Whoa, that Mewtwo got a 5, and he feels like a cross grade, doesn't he? Let me go into the cross grades channel. Let's see what we're looking for in the cross grades. Regrades. All right, so I'm scrolling up. I'm looking at all the stuff that's getting regraded. A lot of interesting stuff's getting regraded. Classic collection, some grill cards. Ancient Mews getting regraded. This card does not appear to be a regrade. They just gave him a 5. Oh, look at that. There's a huge bend down there. That is super unusual because I don't see how I wouldn't have noticed that. I feel like I definitely would have noticed that. I always have to wonder if they damage our cards. I would have seen that. That's really hard to miss. Okay. Also, I don't understand how that would have gotten that damage in the first place. Let's see. I didn't buy that from somebody. I sourced that from my own ultimate boxes. Got a nice 8.5 on that. Very, very chill. You don't expect 10s on those. You got to appreciate them for what they are. They're very old. Wow, that's beautiful. It's a great card. I love this. Okay. That's a very affordable Misty's Gyarados. The affordability is a big selling point, I feel. You know, because collecting these days is so unaffordable, but you got to look at cards that appear to be collectible but are also cheap sometimes. A card that good looking could be pretty expensive 10 years from now, 20 years from now. It's cheap today though, so you just got to enjoy it, you know? All right. Let's see. All right. What we got here? So next round, we got Zapdos, Mr. Krabs, Penny Pincher. Is that me? Hey, what's up, guys? Look at that, Mr. Krabs, Penny Pincher. Oh my God, somebody's gonna want that. That's a Magic the Gathering 10. Did you see the dentist office, Mister? The Epstein dentist office. I did. That's creepy as hell, isn't it? Super creepy. Squidward got a 9. Oh, my God. Oh, Gary got a 10, though. Look at that. Wow. Wow, these feel really good. These feel like they're definitely going to be collectible. Sandy Cheeks, Marshall Astronaut. Wow, looking great. These are some lucky grades because I've graded some Magic the Gathering with tag already. They're just so harsh when they grade it. Here's a Gray Ninja getting an 8.5. Really? So he's not one of the regrades, Gray Ninja? What is this music I'm listening to? This card feels like one I would have tested. I'm just double checking, okay? I'm double checking. This appears to not be a regrade. Okay. Shiftry. Ooh, look at that. He got a 9, huh? Okay. Here's another 8.5. That's cute. Grottle. Got a Charmeleon. Oh! I really like this Misty Psyduck. It's just a common card. It's not too expensive. Once again, you'll be able to enjoy collecting a nice 10 that could really go up in value over time. But today, he will be pretty cheap probably. Less than $100. Look at the... Ah! Woo! We got SpongeBob SquarePants 10. There you go. Look at that, everybody. All right. Look at... I might have to keep that. That's crazy looking. Look at this, guys. These are some free sleeves Tag gave me as well. Wow. Wow, that's looking really nice, don't you think? That is lucky, man. Let me have a sip of my drink here while I'm staring at it. SpongeBob getting a 10. Squidward would be the only one to get a 9. I always start drinking so much water by the time I go live. Like throughout the day, I don't drink water, and then I go live and I just drink a ton. Patrick Star looks hilarious. Love it. Okay. I could sell these as a set. I don't know. That would make a pretty insane break if they were all together, actually. The Squidward missing the 10, though, huh? Here's a command tower, but it's the pineapple. Cute. So I remember sending this submission now. This is a nice little submission. Coming to stream, Mr. Got Them SpongeBob Secret Layers. I bought these a while back, so I don't know if they've gone up or down over time. But yeah, they just look really clean. I'm pretty happy with the grades, obviously. Getting some 10s on the SpongeBobs. Again, I might just have to keep SpongeBob. He looks fantastic. That's the one everyone wants, though. So I don't know. Maybe I sell them. Maybe I sell them and try to grade a second one. So what do we have here? We got some more of these old maids. Oops, old maids. I've graded a lot of old maids now. Ooh, there's that Squirtle. What bonus card did you get with the secret lair? I don't know how they work, so I didn't know there was a bonus card. You're saying one of the cards is secret or special, right? Is that what you're saying? Double Gyarados is there. That looks fantastic. Here's an Articuno. That looks fantastic. Those SpongeBob cards have really good color to them. Yes. Hey, how's it going, Cactuar Queen? So, guys, my sleep schedule is decimated. It's so bad. I didn't sleep today. I normally sleep at like 7 a.m. I go to sleep, and then I wake up at like 3 p.m. And I didn't do that today. And last night, I fell asleep when I normally would be awake streaming. I fell asleep and got a full night's rest then. So I'm all screwed up. My brain thinks that I'm supposed to go to bed at night. So I don't know what to do, man. But also, I was talking about that in Discord. I was talking about how, you know, I'm not living a very normal life. I don't get any sunlight. It's always dark by the time we started this daytime stream. So we've been talking a lot about maybe changing the schedule around. And now I'm even more tempted because the sleep schedule is getting messed up. Man, that looks good. This is from 2022. It's almost 4 years old. Like, that's actually old product now. Same with this, 2022, Pokemon Go. One card in the sealed package is random. Yours was the command tower, didn't realize it, but there's a chance for a $400 alt art. Oh, cool, okay. I didn't know that. Little 9 on this Zapdos. Plankton, Tiny Tyrant. Damn, that's cool, man. Hey, what's up, Cricket Jim? How's it going? Yeah, I'm loving these SpongeBob cards. How should I sell them? Do I sell them as a group? We got a 10 on nearly all of them. Only the Squidward failed from the looks of it. Here's Cleavor. So we must have had a really nice round of them. We are buying gold or what? Nah, I'm not buying. I'm not buying. It's too high anyways. It is. All right. Okay. I spent recently $5,000 on another Pokemon card. So that's why I'm buying. Who knows what it is, though. You guys have to wait and see. Dark Golduck. 8.5, man. Look at this. I'm just sending these in no matter what, huh? So these are definitely getting wrecked. These are not grading 10. I may have to send them into CGC or to PSA maybe. That got an 8. That deserves an 8. I think I was just sending it in no matter what. Wow, that got real close to a 10. That's crazy. Where did I get this from, I wonder? Yeah, it's off-center top to bottom. That is correctly a 9. 7.5 Palkia. Black Star promo. Wow. Okay, good. Little Charizard 5. So I know what these are. These are coming out of a folder. Okay. All right. Beautiful, huh? Poor Magmar got a 9. I want that Maractus. Wait, did I have a Maractus? Where'd it go? Wait. I did see a Maractus full art, didn't I? I think you might have. Where did it go? She might be right. There might have been a Maractus. Oh my gosh, here it is. I wasn't even trying to grade that for you. I think I just had it. That's from what? Battle Partners? Crazy. All right, so we got a little Maractus for Miss Cactuar Queen. All right, and last but not least, WTF Vince Zampella passed away in Ferrari car crash just earlier. He was the creator of Call of Duty. Car crashes are surprisingly dangerous. And everybody drives, even the rich and powerful and successful and the smart and the dumb and the ugly and the beautiful. But the car crash will get you like a strike of lightning. I drive like a big pussy when I drive because I know how dangerous a car is. I've seen too much. I've learned too much over the years. You could be a brilliant professor or some successful general of war who can never be beaten in the battlefield, and then you die in a car crash. So I take that stuff very seriously. Not me, I say, when I climb into the car. Here's Gengar. Ultimately, it's not always up to you. It's just like, did a deer jump in front of your car while you were going 80 miles an hour? It did? Oh, that's too bad. Jiltion, we got a little... So we got a lot of cheap little stuff, which is very... it's very on style or something. What's the term that you would say? On brand for what we do with tag grading, hoping for some pristines. You can see none of these have gotten the pristine. That is how hard it is to get the pristine grade. Their pristines are not like CGC pristines. Their pristines are more like a black label. So that's why I have not been too keen to sell out of them. Ooh, this got a 7? Darn. This is a good card. How did he end up with a 7? Some on the front. This would be a tempting one to re-examine. More of these Snorlaxes. I had a lot of Snorlaxes, apparently. Oh, look at that. Hey, we got a 10 on an English Mimikyu. That's hard to do. Let me tell you something. That's hard to do. I've seen a lot of the English cards. I think I got a big round of them from CS Men the other day. He did like a trade with me for them, and not a single one of them looked like they was viable for a 10, but I guess this one was, huh? That might be a $100 card. Those are pretty hard to grade 10, especially a desirable one. So, like, not only does it have to have a chance to be a 10, it has to be something like Mimikyu. So that one might be pretty good. Those could be really... You could go through stacks of those and not find one. Snorlax, all right. Clefable. Cool. More of this low-level vintage. Here's a Hitmonchan as a 2. Surfetched. Oh, that's Galarian Surfetched. We're almost done. I think this is the end of it, everybody. Yeah? Is this the end? I think it's the end. I am feeling tired, man. Feeling sleepy. Here's Charizard. Charizard. Okay, double Charizards to round it out. That's the end. Can you give us an example of a pristine? Yeah, we've shown them off from time to time. They're likely posted in the Discord server right now. Let's see, are any of these pristine? There's likely a pristine on the table somewhere, because we were just rotating through the expensive cards. All right, guys. That was a good return. I liked that. All right. You can see I just kind of send off some of the cheaper cards off the tag. PSA has a monopoly on card grading. What can you... It's sort of like saying Coca-Cola has a monopoly on the brand Coca-Cola. Well, yeah, they do. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Okay, ready? Let's see. Hey, you can't be that good of a company. Oh, sorry. I guess we'll split up. All right, let's get rid of this. All right. Mr. Ivan Rodriguez sent me, I think, an image of the secret rares from the starter decks. That's the Gardevoir Hollow Pristine somewhere. Okay, some cool secret rares in here. Oh, that's crashing my computer. This website does that, doesn't it? It crashes my computer. Thank you, Mr. Ivan. Ship my order, Mr. Joshua Gutierrez. All right, so we're officially ready to begin the stream. Let me take a look at the orders real fast. I want to see how bad they are, okay? I'm hitting refresh on this. Ooh, yeah, I'm tired, man. I'm sleepy right now. Gabriel Gallegos, the starter deck. Mark J. Valerian for Tammy Lowe. 4 packs of Pokemon English Journey together. The real friends are the journey we took together. Let me hit refresh on this. We're refreshing the website. The Legend of Debt. So this would be the guy looking for shipping. Okay, so we only have 3 orders in the queue, guys. We have this new, well, actually 4 if you count the email where the guy asked for shipping. Let's begin with shipping, everybody. Is Tammy breaking news. Mark, what the heck? I finally started to price up my One Piece collection, currently at 25K. Quick, sell it. Okay, so we're opening up stamps. And you've seen the tag returns now. We have the new starter deck. We have One Piece in the menus ready to go. We have a nice jumbo break today. We have a lightning break of this Nidoking. It needs just 4 people to go off. It's a pretty small break. Cool stuff going on over here. Invest in Korean cards. Mr. Sell Me Squidward, says Mr. Alex. I might crack Squidward and send him to PSA first. I'm all into that these days, you know, especially if a card is expensive. So it really depends on how cheap or expensive it is. We're going to start with, so Jimmy wanted to do a trade with this Gengar. I'll think about that. Joshua, we're going to start with Joshua Gutierrez. Shipping for my stuff. All right. Let me turn this music down. It's different decks. A few of them has hits. Callings. So he's not in there. How about up here? Joshua Whipple, Joshua Miller. Yeah, I feel mega tired. I basically skipped sleep today. Got to be careful not to drop your stuff while I'm sleepy. I'm not seeing a bag for him. So, he sounded like he wasn't sure if I had shipped his stuff. Let me go look up our shipping history. Ship my bag if it's still there, please, says Mr. Baynabs. Hey, what's up, Mr. Baynabs? What's the name of the bag? We're getting into our shipping software right now. Don't invest in Korean cards, says J-Dogs. What? Hey! Inferno is the Charizard SIR. Come on now. Date printed. We're going to say 30 days. Matt Bain says, ship my stuff. Joshua. We're going to look for Joshua in the last 30 days. So it looks like Joshua Gutierrez was printed on the 21st. Looks like we already did it. All right, let me tell him. Looks like we already printed your label. Miss Alexis will be shipping your stuff shortly. Thanks. All right, and then Matt Bain. Tell me about your stuff, Mr. Matt. Ship my bag if it's still there, Matt Bain. Tell me all about it, Mr. Matt. Is it a super old bag? Did you already pay for a round of shipping? Let me go looking for it. This is kind of like an inquiry if it's even over here. Invest in Russian cards. Yes, the real money's in the Russian cards. Matt Hansen, Mark Morales, Marco. Okay. Mark Lombardo. Maximilian. Last box. All right, so we've got Matthew Hill, Temlet, Malcolm, Matthew Bain. Matthew, you do have a bag over here. Would you like to ship it out? It's a $9 to ship. Maybe you never shipped it because it doesn't have much in it. It's from 2/25. It expires in February. All right, you got a couple Korean cards, Gogeta, couple Mario cards. So that's a $9 shipment if you'd like. You might have a slab too. I don't know if you do. Yep. You will remember if you have one or not. I won't remember that. There's too many people. All right. There you go, Mr. Matt. I'm going to move this out of the way now. Some new slabs to price, guys. How exciting is that? Okay, so Joshua's taking care. I thought I had slabs. If you have slabs, that is a very good reason to ship, Mr. Matt. Send in $9. And if you need to get me your address, send it here at TheCardconomist@gmail.com, okay? Send it there and we'll get you all taken care of, okay? Be happy to ship your stuff for you. I want you to have your stuff. Sometimes people abandon their stuff over here. I don't know why they do that. All right. Google says I got a Google AdSense check. That's good. It's rarely very much money. It's just a little bit of money. Wait. We had the pre-order. The legend. It's in the menu description. Too new to add in. Choose the option custom payment and then send $55 as a custom payment. And then you can just say 100 start. Pokemon 100 start. Like Legend of... All right, good choice. Let's see. I have 2 of them here. Stream is lagging bad. Chop Suey, we lost you. Must have been a solar flare. Listen, we're on Spectrum Internet. Any day now, it's going to swap over to Como, and hopefully our internet woes are behind us. Not a fan of Spectrum. They've been having a lot of problems since October, which is precisely when a major road project began out here in Camdenton, Missouri, Lake of the Ozarks. So they began this big project, and this project stretches across like 100 businesses right on the main road. I strongly suspect they all run Spectrum wires, and that every time that they make progress, they have to rewire it or something. That's my theory. That's my running theory. But we're not going to wait for them to finish that. We're just going to swap over to Como. All right, so Mr. Legend of Debt, 11 packs. This is you, Mr. Legend of Debt. Thanks for placing an order. I really appreciate it, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. Okay. I missed what you said earlier. How does trading for that slow bro work exactly? Yeah, great question. There's 2 ways to get into that. That's called a break. This channel has the best breaks. Everyone's got these packs. Everyone's got the same packs. What we have distinct from everyone else are slabs that no one else has or bothers to get, and we host breaks on them. This is a break. It costs $5 to get in here, and then you have a 1 in 7 odds of pulling this trainer card out of the break. You want to pull it, but your odds are 1 in, and you can buy multiple spots if you want. Now, we call it the trade break. It's got a title. The reason we call it that, it's got a nickname. The reason we nickname it the trade break is because when you want to get rid of cards in your bag, you can try to give me about $5 worth of junky cards, and I'll just give you a spot in here, no money needed. So we call it the trade break. You give me the cards you don't want, I'll give you spots in the trade break. See? Very popular. We've gone through a lot of those now. There's so many of us, but so little likes. How many people? We got 63 watchers and 25 likes. Guys, thank you so much for those likes. It's very close to halfway, so I'm pretty happy with that. You guys are too nice. Here goes. Legend of Debt. Ready? I'm glad that you appreciate that Slowbro, because I think it's like such a unique artwork. Like, it's so bizarre looking. Here we are. Let's get a hit to start the night. Yes. Well, that would be fantastic. But you only got 11 packs, so your odds are pretty small. Oh, yeah. The ineligible cards at tag. Let's see this again. I'm giving you blue balls here with your opening. Sorry, these are sitting to the side. So they said no on grading all these. I believe it is because it's in Japanese. I don't actually think it's because it's lewd. They don't grade them because they don't have Japanese translations for them yet. So those need to go off to PSA or to CGC. All right. Legend of Debt, you got Heracross. You got Flagon. A holo. Oh, the Piplup's actually very nice. I believe I have a bag with you. I may have $5 worth of cards in there. So all you need to do is tell me that you'd like to get into the trade, and then I will go grab your bag and try to pull $5 out. And you can tell me if you don't like it. You can tell me if you want to do a different trade or something. Double. Look at this. He actually pulls 2 of these. Wow. That is so lucky. I think that's a great AR. And a Pokeball trainer. Did the Gengar break go off? Not the Mega, the second one. We have a legendary break for Gengar, and it has not gone off yet. A lot of breaks have gone off, small ones, and we see progress creeping up on several breaks at the same time. So, but it's still going. I can show it off. I can show all the breaks off. There it is. All right. The Legend of Debt. So, your baggie better be in here. The TH box. Let's see. Thujipon, Theodore, Thomas Hogue, Thunder Pulse Games, and Thomas Yoden. Wow, look how old this bag is. It says 1223, but then it got a free update to 824. This bag is so old. Let's see what he left in here. People just leave bags over here, man. They're like, I don't want it. Little Squirrel. Now, that's a classic collection Squirrel. He's not that expensive. Ooh, he didn't have that much luck in the classic collection. He had one good pull, the Squirtle. Spectrum is like the middle child. Spectrum, it's like a petulant child tearing the wings off of a bug. This is my first ever order. Oh, I did not know that. Wait, we got a gift for you. All right. That's so funny because I recognize your name, but I must just be used to you talking to us in chat. So we've got a top Psychic Showdown. And we've got a Koopa poker card, and that's from 2010. It's actually an older card. So we try to give out free cards for people placing a first-time order, or if you've been gone for like over a year and you come back and start ordering again, same deal. We'll give you a little bonus. Now, you want a little pre-order? Let's give him a pre-order, or let's give him a pre-grade for free. We're going to give you a free pre-grade. These are usually $3, but you're new, so we're going to give you a pre-grade for free. Slightly thinner on the right side, but it's very slight. I would say this card has a very good shot at a 10. Let's check card number 2. This card also has slide-off centering on the right side. It's thinner on the right. Still very clean. Okay. I like it. I like it. All right. So these are just quick grades, okay? They're not a true, like third-party grading company. I'm going to hand out 10 minus on both of them. Slide off centering, but they're both looking very clean in every other way. All right, so there you have it. Mr. The Legend of Debt. Thujipon's name was on my mind. Yeah, I'm sleep deprived today, guys. Man, I'm having so much trouble with my sleep schedule. It's not a good thing. It's a bad situation. Where should I send them to? Well, if I was you, I'd probably send, you know what? Tag grading doesn't do Korean cards. They can only go to CGC, BGS, or Pokemon. Now, we know we don't want BGS because your cards don't have a shot at the pristine or the black label, so we don't want to bother with it. And when you order a pre-grade, we'll help determine that. So when you guys buy that pre-grade, you get that bonus understanding if it has a shot at black label. Since your cards can't do black label, you're looking at CGC or PSA. I don't think we offer CGC anymore. I think the problem with CGC grading was nobody was buying it. So that just leaves PSA. It's $40 at PSA if you'd like to send one there. The Legend of Debt. Okay, 12.25. So now you have a bag. It's got a date on it. It's good here for 1 year. After 1 year, it's considered abandoned. $9 shipping in the United States. That's how you get it shipped out. Let's take a look at the breaks real fast. We've got Vintage. We've got... That's not a break. That's just a cool card. Oh, that's Miss Alexis. She might be here now. Oh, she's saying she'll be in soon. Okay. So Miss Alexis is coming in to ship your cards. Here is, it's called the gym break. It's a two-person break, $11 on that one. The trade break, $5. This is the lightning break. It's like a standard quality break that typically moves fast because it doesn't have a lot of spots. So this one is a $40 break, but it only has 5 spots. We need 4 more people in there for it to go off. Here's the mega break. This one takes the longest to go off. $400 per spot. If you don't want to do that, you can get into a sub list, which is 40 odds of 1 in 10 over 10. So think about the odds. It's tough, but you know, people do it. That's the Gengar that he was asking about. He was inquiring about. There's about 9 spots left on this Gengar, right? He's a real special card. That's a fact. Legendary collection just goes up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Such a good set. Here's our Mega Charizard, which surprisingly did not move faster than I thought it would. I thought it would go much faster, actually. And then finally, we have this pack split. We definitely have the best breaks. I mean, look at the variety. We have this box topper, 4 people in here. We need a total of 19, so it has a ways to go. Yeah, look at that. That's from the year 2000. Very hard to grade those 10. We have the Jumbo Pack Break. All right, Jumbo Pack Break, whole bunch of booster packs, 1 in 4 odds. We have the Ancient Origins Vintage Box Break. It's all breaks. Everything's breaks. One Piece box break for an EB1 English box, 21 spots. Mr. Edwards in there. So take a shot at an English box. It's pretty painful, you know. 21 and 21 odds is it's tough. A lot of people are going to miss. One person's going to be very lucky. We also have, don't forget about this, we also have the Battle Styles. What's in the Jumbo? There we go. The Jumbo Pack Break, right? Here it is. Just show this off real fast. It's Monday. We're showing things off, guys. So a nice little variety in the Jumbo Pack Break. But I think there's one. Here's Phantasmal. There's one pack that's more expensive than the rest. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You can see it's a smaller pile because when you get to the back, you got this pricey Steam Siege pack in there. He's kind of the anchor, okay? These are all okay cards, but every single card in this Steam Siege pack is probably gradable because that's XY era. That stuff is going to the moon right now. We're all about that right now. We got the XY era Ancient Origins pack split. We got the box break for Ancient Origins. We got Roaring Sky on the menu. Big money in those XY packs these days. If you have not paid attention, those are going way up in price, and they're still going up in price. Look at this guy. Ain't he beautiful? God, he looks good. He looks good. All right, this is surprisingly fast moving. Look, that's up to 13 out of 23. He's more than halfway done. How many left in the pack split? About 5 people. It might be 6. Let me have a sip of my drink here. That is art hasn't filled. Shush. Yeah. So how do you determine a winner, says Eli Garcia. That's a great question. If you stick around, you'll see a break go off. You know, we have these booster packs, and we shuffle them up, and then we got your name. Everyone's name is on it, like a shuffle of cards. We shuffle your names up, and then everyone gets one randomized booster pack. Well, one of the booster packs has the slab in it. That's how it works. You need some sort of digital editing on the screen that shows all the breaks. You know, we have so many breaks, it can be hard to keep track of it all. You're right. Thank you, Legend of Dead. He used the website to place a pre-order. Actually, I think he placed it yesterday. The website has been very popular. Gabriel Gallegos with the starter deck. All right, Gabriel, let's see. How long did you wait for this, Gabriel? He waited 41 minutes. I'm sorry for the wait time. It's because of the big tag return. No one knows what this is going to be about. I don't know what it's going to be about even. Never seen one of these get opened. So, Gabriel, what do you get? All right. Now, Gabriel, it looks like there's going to be some bulk cards in here. Those might be removed, depending on how bad of bulk they are. If they're like true bulk, they're out. I don't want to ship them. Just like pure junk. If they're gradable, you keep them. So there's some faster way to open this. Oh, Pokemon. There we go. Hits are in the middle. Nice. Good on Pokemon for doing that. So, yeah, like these trainers. Wow, these have a very different feeling to them instantly. That is a non-holographic Ogerpon. It's in the style of a holographic card, but it's not holographic. Whoa, Regice. Strange. Tepigs, Pignite, Emboar, Styromakas. All right. All right, so like some of these, I pretty much just consider it bulk. Let's see. All right, all right, all right, all right. Is that it? Is that it? All right, hold on. Okay, so then your pack did not have a hit in it. Is that how it works? Okay. There it is. There is a deck number on the last card. On the last card, you say, huh? Well, that is nothing like I've seen. All right, so maybe, Gabriel, maybe that is the equivalent of pulling a cold booster pack. Okay, I don't know. It's 96 out of 100. Wait. Physically, last card says 96 out of 100. That's deck number 96. The Regice is interesting. It is. Don't they all have something? Apparently not. That's rough. This was a truly sealed case direct from my supplier, and he doesn't tamper with anything. So this is truly what you would have pulled. The X's were the something. Yeah, looks like his EX cards were the hits, huh? I've never seen this Regice before, but okay, that's very weird. There you have it, guys. Dang, that's trash. Well, hold on. Somebody else might have ordered one. We'll see what's in the next pack. Maybe something dazzling will pop out. You know, because you guys open a lot of booster packs. Let's say this could have been 5 booster packs of Phantasmal Flames. Well, you might have just pulled about this much out of Phantasmal Flames, okay? It could have been a cold round. So we'll see what's next. All right, some are cold like this, says Tammy. There you go. Tammy's saying some are cold. That's scary to open. That makes it scary. Here you go, Mr. Gabriel. A lot of the pulls are booty cheeks. That makes sense. I thought it was literally all bulk. Gold Zard. Yeah, apparently Gold Charizard's in here somewhere. Sorry, Mr. Gabriel. Thank you for your sacrifice. We salute you, soldier. I'm saluting right now. Let's get a card up here that needs to be priced, huh? Let's do a fresh card. So, how about this Misty Psyduck? It's a cute card. Let's see. Okay. Very adorable. It's Misty Psyduck. Today it's going to be cheap. Maybe in the future it will be expensive. But you will already own it when it's cheap. Do a little $35 on that. Here's Mark J. Valerian for Tammy Lowe. 4 packs of Pokemon English. Journey together. Journey, you got it. Hi, it's me, Tammy. My voice changed. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. Mamma mia. Here we have it. 4 of these. Wow. Okay. I'm interested in that Mewtwo. Oh yeah, he's probably the best card from that return. If you noticed, he's clearly vintage, right? And then he pulled a 10. Perfect. I will be happy to sell him to you. We'll just have to run into him real fast. Mr. Mark. There it is. He's buried somewhere. I don't know where. Mark just gave away $32. Thanks, Mr. Mark. Let's see. 773 plus 32 is 805. Mark J. Valerian has given away $805 on this month of December. That's pretty nuts, man. It's pretty nutso. Where have you been, my love? Love me. Say that you love me. Thanks, TCC. Lily's Clefairy loading. Possibly. Love me. Say that you love me. Fool me. Do you like it when I sing off key? Here's, oh, Tapu Smibu. Mark Sugar Daddy. Here's Voltorb, Larvitar, Buttfree. Come on, Timmy. Shelmet Noivern. Whale Lord and Double. Well, you know what? It's the thought that counts. Thank you so much, Mr. Mark. Very kind gesture. There we are. Once again, that was like $32. Very cool. Are the nighttime streams going to come to an end? Man, I don't know. Because I was thinking about it now that we got all these sleep problems. You know, I don't actually like living this lifestyle where the weekend rolls around and Karis is just expected to sit around and do nothing until I wake up at 4 p.m. That's actually a pretty crappy lifestyle, and I've been doing it for 7 long years. This is year 7. It's the early part of it. We're in the first quarter. 7 years of that is probably enough. I could just do whatever I wanted, couldn't I? And then in the wintertime, this schedule sucks because if I'm waking up at 4 p.m. and going live right away, means I get off when it's pitch black outside. See that? Sun going down? Every single day in the winter, I get zero sunlight. My doctor prescribed me vitamin D because I had no sunlight. She's like, you got low vitamin D levels. How often do you go outside? Almost 0 times because it's dark every time. It's like I could go outside, but it's not like it's going to matter. I'm not going to get any sunlight out there. So we go for a nighttime walk if we want. It's not going to affect my vitamin D levels. So that's been every winter for 7 years. I get 0 sunlight in the winter because of that very bad schedule. So I don't know what we do. What time are you going to sleep? Well, think about it. We get off the stream at 5:30 a.m. And I don't just go lay my head on a pillow and fall asleep instantly. It doesn't work that way. You got to get comfortable first. So I'm usually asleep by about 8 a.m. and sometimes much later than 8 a.m. because Karis wakes up and then she wants to hang out with me because she's so lonely. And so, I might actually be asleep at 9 or 10 a.m. And then I wake up at 3 and get 5 hours of sleep. And then it's dark outside instantly because, it's like what I said. If you start the stream at 5 and you're off at 7, it's dark outside. So it's just a terrible lifestyle. Andrew says he'll try a box. All right. Line them up. Here goes Mr. Andrew. Oops. So we were rotating through the expensive slabs. You're going to see some pricey slabs up here, guys. Touch grass. Me and the wife have been together 13 years and married for 9 years. Nice, dude. Happy for you guys. You need to find work and sexy time balance. Sexy time's kind of part of the problem, too, because Karis likes to keep me up. So, we do get sexy time. That's the problem. I don't get any sleep. What do you want, sexy time or bedtime? Well, I'm not going to choose bedtime over that, and then I end up with like 2 or 3 hours of sleep. It's very bad, actually. All right, what we got? Okay. So if I want to see Karis in the morning, got to give up like 3 or 4 hours of sleep. Want to see sunlight? I got to give up 3 or 4 hours of sleep in the winter every single time. So it's actually a pretty bad system. All right, what we got? Oh, these are holographic. The other ones were not holographic, and these are. That is very, very interesting to me. So we've got this Miraidon, or is that Koraidon? And then we've got this really good looking Darkrai. Wow, they're so smooth. It's crazy. All right. Oh, look at the print lines in this. That's terrible. So many print lines. Okay, so this is clearly a different deck. Cute little Snorlax there. Trainer. Ooh, these got print lines for days in them. Holy, man. All right, that's Koraidon. Yes, some are, some aren't. Koraidon is red, Miraidon is purple. I know this. What, you don't think I'm a Pokemon master? What, you think I'm some kind of Pokemon reseller? Did you guys watch that Meat Canyon video? Meat Cannon, whatever it's called? God, that guy's funny as hell, man. That was deck 48. Oh, okay. Very nice. Andrew Mercer, thank you. We salute your sacrifice. Hey, you actually get hollows out of yours, though. Like, you could actually grade this bad boy. Okay. Show the number of the deck at the end. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, that was a funny video, lol. Hilarious video. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen that, his latest video is on Pokemon card scalpers. You got to see it. It's really funny. It's really funny. So accurate. Andrew Mercer. Oops, I'm just thinking about it. Here we go. I'm not a virgin. If I was a virgin, why would I be paying child support? No, it's not my girlfriend's boyfriend's baby. All right, let's see. AN, did you need a new bag? New box, probably. You got it, man. New bag time. Okay. I love the good print line. Let's grab these and toss them in here. Very good. So Andrew. Placing you down here. Mercer 12.25. There we go. I put out some videos today, by the way. I put out a video on the other YouTube channel, Cardconomist Clips. I'm going to try and do that consistently, okay? So if you're not subscribed to the second YouTube channel, you're going to miss out on exclusive content. Here we are. Here we are. Man, those look nice. Ooh, Fanciful Flight for only $7,000. Cheap and affordable. Okay. So that's 2 of those. Now it's the website's turn. Mr. Jaded is next. All right. Oh, there's a couple in there, actually. Just hit refresh. There's a couple in there. Yes, Mr. Jaded. Let me click on this. It says 6 of the Nikkei BTO3s. BTO3 is very popular. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Anything else happening in the news recently? I hear there's some pretty strong accusations that the Epstein files were clearly edited to hide Trump's appearance in them. People came up with some pretty clear evidence of that. Most importantly, there was a file that had already been released one time, and it already had his name on it. Then when they just now released it last Friday, his name had been blocked in black letters. So I think Congress is going to, like, I don't know, put the DOJ in contempt of court or something like that. I got no clue what happens next. Here it is. But yeah, that looks pretty bad. Here's a holo. Oh, we all know they've been tampered with. There was a photo with Trump in the drawer, and they removed it. Yeah, exactly. Like, how do you mess that up? That's like sloppy work, basically. You know, if you were trying to cover Trump up and you wanted to do a good job of it, you would include him in the second round. The ones, anything that's already been seen, you wouldn't hide it a second time. You're like a bad criminal. You know, you're like a bad, I don't know, like you just didn't expect the internet would notice. But Mr. J did. So they're not even doing a good job of hiding it. It was file 67 through 69. Bill Clinton apparently called them out as well. Bill Clinton, he should be in hot water. He looked like a creep, man. Bill Clinton, thing is, he's not the president right now, though, so it doesn't matter. So I don't know if anything, any kind of so-called justice will ever occur to him, because I suspect he's probably guilty in a similar way that Prince Andrew's guilty. We are. But I don't know. I don't know what'll happen. All right, what we got? I'm Chris Hansen. Have a seat right over there. What are you doing here? What did you expect to do here? Okay. Ooh. Bill Clinton's in a lot of photos. I know. He looks pretty guilty. All right, let me take a picture of this. Actually, we might just take a picture of 4 of them. Any slabs under $150. We are definitely going to have some great slabs under $150. Right now up on the table are mostly expensive ones. We were in the middle of rotating expensive cards, but we just got this tag return in. So you're going to see that showing up on the table. We're going to put them up there one at a time. All right, let me take a nice picture of this. Okay. All right. I think this is definitely a shaky point for Republicans. You see, like, some cracks forming a little bit. You know, the Republicans are fighting with themselves over, like, the Jews. They're fighting, here, let me put this over here for a second. That's not priced. They're fighting with themselves over the assassination of Charlie Kirk. You see Trump having trouble with the Epstein files, not releasing them, and then finally releasing them, and it seems like they've been tampered with. He's had his name hidden from them. So this is not a strong, what would you call it, like positioning for them into the midterms, which will be, you know, full year from now, I think. We are. All right. Put that like that. Does that look good? This card, has this been reduced? It looks like it hasn't been. That's an awfully nice Eevee. Okay, we're going to say 70 here. And I'm going to put the dot on the other side of the nth. There it goes. Okay, good. All right, so let's take a picture. David Blaine and Michael Jackson was with them. Yeah, seeing Michael Jackson show up there is super weird, because he had been accused already of being with young boys. And, you know, so you try to give him the benefit of the doubt. You say, well, you know, people want to take him down. He's very rich. He's just an odd guy. Innocent until proven guilty. Come on. And then he shows up on the Epstein files. Ooh, that's definitely not. I mean, you're still supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, right? But it's like, it's not a good look. All right. Thank you so much, Jaded, for your Nikkei order. I appreciate that, man. Let's jump over here. David Blaine was there for the tricks. We have a Mr. Zachary Stekskowski. He wants a starter deck. Oh, he is next. You are next, Mr. Zach. Finished adding Union Arena to the website. We'll add more later tonight. Man, Tammy's the GOAT, man. Tag or TCC grading? TCC grading. Going to the moon. Costing this. They don't care because the people won't stand up. We are screwed if we don't do something. I don't know. It is. I think that's actually a whole different conversation right there. What will people actually stand up for anymore? It's like I'm comfortable. I'm at home. I've got my M&Ms. I've got my Pokemon cards. I got my video games. Ooh, this might be a tough deck. I think it could be really hard. You know how people keep poking America and saying, come on, Do a civil war. Americans might be too comfortable to do anything, you know? That might be the stage that the country is in. It's just in this sort of docile state where no one really cares to get too activist. There's a small group that will, but most of the country is like, wait a second, I'm drinking my Diet Coke. I'm having a good time. Deck number 46. All right, very nice. Tammy deserves a new Final Fantasy case. How many spots on the Gengar? 9 spots remain. Still time to jump in there. I promise, once he's in range of about 5 spots, he'll move on his own. I stand for Nicki Minaj. Yeah, so she had this really crazy moment at Turning Point USA, which had their first major convention after the passing of poor Charlie Kirk. And it was so weird. It was like the Republicans were just fighting with each other. And Nicki Minaj has this insane moment where she calls J.D. Vance an assassin. And then she looks at the camera like, oops, you know, did I say that? It was super bizarre. And now the conspiracy theories are flying. Was she was she making fun of the conspiracy? Like, is that what it was? Like, what exactly happened there? It was super crazy. This Nikki Law, she really trying to get a pardon for her husband. It seems scripted. I don't know if she was making fun of people for like a certain conspiracy theory. Oh, here's a pristine, by the way. There it is. Tag pristine. Very hard to get that pristine. Sorry, Mr. Zach. This time it appears to be cold. All right, so what we know about these starter decks now is that they are quite difficult to pull a hit out of. Oh, man, what do you got over here, Zach? You got a lot of hollows, huh? The government was never meant to spend half the money we earn working our whole lives, especially to support other countries and illegals. It is. Well, I am a low-tax kind of guy. I think people don't like that because they think it means that the rich get away with murder. You know, they get away with making a lot of money and paying low taxes. But it's just my philosophy. I think, you know, you're not owed other people's stuff, basically. Because let's see. Charizard. And here's a little Meowth. Okay. Okay. Oops. Look at that. Okay. Sleeves are all out. I think she is not used to those kinds of situations. She was really searching for the right words. Yeah, so that was what made the moment very difficult to interpret, because at first I thought she was making fun of the conspiracy that J.D. Vance murdered Charlie Kirk or something like that. Like there's some kind of conspiracy to it. But then her facial expressions looked a lot more like somebody who said something they weren't supposed to say. And then I couldn't really figure it out. Is she playing 4D chess? Like, is she saying that because she's actually trying to sabotage the movement? Did she say that because it was just on her mind and it slipped out? Like, what happened? Was it an actual, like, did she tongue twist? Did she mess up? What is going on? But it was super bizarre. And I'm like, what's Nicki Minaj doing on stage at Turning Point USA anyways? Everything about it was bizarre. Russell Brand was there. He was like, it was like insane or something. He just doesn't belong there. I was like, this isn't the Republican Party, whatever this is. He's very strange. Russell Brand, he feels so like, how do you describe it even? I think he's a little high on himself. He's a little high on his own supply. He's not up there. He's like out of touch or something. There's a feeling about him that's very out of touch. So Old Maid Meowth. Okay. All right. So Old Maid Meowth is supposed to be about $45. We'll make ours 40. How do you like that? Very cute. What do you think of Ben Shapiro's speech? You know, Ben Shapiro still basically comes off as a very practical sounding Republican. The problem for him is he's got this issue where his whole focus, and this happened since, you know, the Hamas attack in Israel occurred like over a year ago. His whole focus now is on, you know, the battle in the Middle East, and he just fell out of relevancy hard, man. Fell out really hard, because I don't think Americans want to be involved in any more wars. Americans are exhausted from war. They don't want it. They don't want to have to do another war. They don't want to have to see it. They don't have to pay for it. There's a crisis in America where normal Americans can't afford everyday living. So it's just not a great strategy to be like, come on, guys, do one more war. Hopefully in the Middle East. Americans are exhausted from that. And so, you know, he comes out with very bland opinions, very straightforward, and they're just not effective anymore. They're not working in the same way anymore. Let's get a cool card for the next person who opens cards with us. Are you ready? Let's pick one. How about this cool Gengar? First time order holographic Gengar. There you have it. So we like to do a gift for people who place first time orders. You can order on the website, or you can head over to the description of the live stream to see how to place an order in the old style where we just accepted money straight from PayPal. It is, you can do either or. You don't have to use the website. You can just send money directly over PayPal or Venmo or Cash App. Let's see. He's a ringmaster. Dude was with Katy Perry. Cut him some slack. The whole Turning Point group is out of touch with the WWE entrance. Yeah, like Erica Kirk comes out in the most bedazzled outfit I've ever seen. And it's like, it was a bit of a circus, wasn't it? It just didn't feel right. It didn't feel like a conservative movement at all. All right. Next up, we have Mr. Edward. He says, one piece break, please. You got it, Mr. Edward? All right. It felt like a Broadway kind of thing, and that's not the Conservative Party. It felt like a spectacle, like a social media thing. And I felt like in a certain way it's disrespectful, because I feel like they're sort of riding on the coattails of the assassination of Charlie. They're saying, did you guys notice he was assassinated? Did you notice? Which it is really terrible that he was assassinated, but I think you have to have a certain level of dignity in it instead of showmanship, you know? And that was on display in his sort of like funeral as well, when they had Trump speaking there and everyone else. And yeah, I don't know what to think of it. It feels very much like TV preacher style or prosperity church style. It's very strange feeling. Doesn't feel right. Here's Tyranitar. He's going to be pretty cheap. 14 bucks. All right. Sent in for the shuffles. I want that Burger Chew. I think there's 2 Burger Chews. Jump on that one-piece break, says Edward. Well, now they're fighting amongst each other, so bueno if they want to win. No bueno if they want to win midterms. Yeah, you have Tucker Carlson has kind of gone like toward a weird like Nick Fuentes style sounding thing. You have Nick Fuentes. He's like a comet or a rocket. You've got Ben Shapiro is now. He doesn't speak about conservatism as much as he just speaks about Middle East conflict in Israel. So now he's kind of on his back, having to defend Judaism. And yeah, I don't know. All of it's weird. Charlie Kirk is gone. Here's Edward Shelton. 5 Obsidian Flame, 1 Evolving Skies. Whoa, that's a big one. All right, you got it, man. So let's start by locating some Obsidian Flames. At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it goes. Yeah, like what is Nick Fuentes? He's like I guess he's the closest thing I would say to like an alt-right movement. Let's see. Evolving Skies. We're going to find that over here. Got it. Ta-da. Yeah, there's cracks for sure in the Republican Party. I don't blame Ben. I'm Middle Eastern, and I tend to focus on what's going on in the Middle East a lot, but America should always come first. Yeah, it's weird to see like this really strong rise on the right toward, I guess you could say, anti-Zionism would probably be the term you'd use for it. But you see this really strong call for that. Ooh, let's sneak these up. And then the Democrats don't like it either. So it's weird to see them agreeing on a subject. But I don't think it's all Republicans saying that. And it makes me wonder, which party do the Jews support now? Like, do they feel like they belong in the Republican Party? Do they feel like they belong in the Democrat Party? Where do they belong? It is. All right, Mr. Edward, what do we got? We got Clay Doll. Interesting conversation. Here's Excadrill, Togekiss. Here's... I saw the UPS break-in. Did you guys see that? The guys pretending to be UPS. Last pack. 3 guys pretending to be UPS broke into a person's home. And they went ahead and murdered 3 people in that home in front of some toddlers. Pretty insane. That's all over my feed today. Like every other video was that. There we go. All right. So now we have Ninetales. And we got our hollows here. Good thing that Ninetales pulled out, because that was turning into a rough round really fast. Woo, Ninetales. Hell yeah, dude. Ninetales is great. All right. At least the meat cannon video had some comedic relief. It is. Very good. Okay. Now, this pack is huge. It could have Umbreon in it. It could have Rayquaza. Let's see what happens. There's 2 Rayquazas. VMAX and non-VMAX. I just sold one of those Rayquazas. What do we got? Swablu and Florges. Ah, geez, dude. Buy my Halo Sparkle Togepi in Trouble Series number 2, Mister. Your hollow, I think you mean? Is it already graded? Why you, what do you mean? Is it over here? Crazy how APAC isn't registered as a foreign lobby. There it is. I think for a very long time, I've said this multiple times in the channel, for multiple years, we had this sort of like strong identity where we're allies with Israel because, you know, we helped save them in World War II, and, you know, we fought together. And this is true with the UK too. UK, they were all part of the Allies, sort of, right? And so we had this strong identity. We were a Christian country, right? Think about it, it's 1940s. Everyone's religious. No one's religious now, young people especially. But back then, a lot of Christians, very religious. And, you know, the Christians still read the Old Testament, right? Old Testament, New Testament. The Jews don't believe in the New Testament. But there's actually some sort of relation a little bit going on between the Christians and the Jews. I think they generally get along together very well. Now you jump forward to the future, and it's a very different country, and I feel like those old World War II identities are kind of falling apart a little bit, and people are wondering, you know, what side am I on? Here's Mr. Edward. All right, Edward, let's see. You got multiple bags over here. Here we are. You've got some different perspectives. There's some people who look at Israel like, oh, Israel, they're a terrible capitalist colonizer. You know, that would be sort of like the liberal arts major perspective. It's not a religious thing. They just don't like the behaviors of the country. Mr. Mark, may it be possible, if I may, give away the Destined Rivals stamped Moltres to someone in chat for Christmas? And may I donate 2 of the regular EX Moltres for you to keep? And yes, I'm 100% sure I can do that for you. All right, so Mr. Mark, how much for a box sort? Lol, I don't know how many bags I have. You got a couple bags, Mr. Edward. I'd be happy to start working on them as soon as the stream slows down a little bit. And I don't know, maybe like 15 bucks or something. There you go, let's see. So we're looking for Mr. Mark, and he wants to give away one of his stamped Moltres. Mark. We're going to have to call you Santa Mark. Here we are. And you want me to give away one of these normal ones? Why don't I just take one, okay? You keep the other one. If we have to give Israel $3 billion a year to like us, I have to ask why. There it is. All right, we'll toss this up here. All right, so this is a giveaway. We're going to convert it over to an ice holder. Okay. And I'll place this over here. Well, apparently we were giving money to a lot of countries. Keep that in mind. So they weren't the only ones receiving money. America was giving a lot of money to a lot of different countries. We were giving business to other countries. Like Canada had our auto industry, and Trump set about trying to take that back. He said, wait a second, we should just produce the cars. Why do we let them produce them? That's all of our jobs. We are. Very nice. How would you guys like this card for free? Mr. Mark's giving this away, guys. Beautiful. I will take this and I shall place it here. Ta-da! There's 102 possible decks in the starter deck. 100. The other 2 are secret hits. Really? I want it. Go. Let's grab this. Da Bears. I wouldn't even choose Egypt. I'm Egyptian. In my opinion, if America is going to have an ally in the Middle East to keep our borders safe, Israel is the right choice law. We are? Yeah, you know, so America has been Christian and kind of Jewish for a long time and not really that Islamic at all. And so the relationship is not that big of a surprise. I don't think Americans really questioned the money we were giving away for a long time because Americans didn't feel very poor until very recently. It's 2025 and Americans feel very, very poor now. Americans feel like they can't buy a car, they can't buy a home, they can't rent, they can't go to school, they can't get health care, and they almost can't buy groceries. So, you know, all of a sudden there's a lot of noticing going on. All right, Mr. Mark. In the past, when you had plenty of money, you just didn't complain about it. You're like, oh, whatever. All right, so that's the Mark giveaway. We're going to have Mark's name there. Now people are like, how do we spend that money? Okay. 001 has a gold Charizard Y in it, and deck 101 has Mega Feraligatr, Meganium, and Emboar. Whoa. All 3 in a single deck? That's like a jackpot then. Holy cow, dude. Now, wait a second, guys. I didn't set up the actual giveaway. To give you the odds, though, someone opened 1,000 decks and pulled 4 of the 101s. They did not get a single 001. Oh, wow. That's rare, man. All right, there it is. The giveaway is live. So type in Mark to get into that giveaway. I'm out of drink. I need more drink. I need more drink. Thank you, Mr. Mark. So he says, and he gave me $3 too. All right, so Mark, I'm going to increase this over here. I don't know how much the stamped Moltres is worth. It's got to be worth something. Maybe like $40. So I'm going to pop this up to $8.45. I mean, it's a nice Moltres. It is. Okay. So let me go ahead and hand out one of those spots now. In fact, if you guys would like to try a shot at those decks, we have them in the menu. We're selling them at $55 per deck. I don't know much about how they should be priced yet, so we're just tossing them out there. Flippin'. You're the first one in, Flippin'. Okay, good. I'm going to put Miss Alexis in there. She has not won a giveaway in a really long time, and I'd love for her to have a shot at a giveaway. She's coming over today to do everyone's shipping, by the way. I think they $40 to $50. The decks, right? And we have our price is $55. Remember, when you go to check items out in our card shop, there's no taxes to pay. Taxes are already calculated into the product. So keep that in mind, please. And yeah, I don't know how popular or unpopular they're going to be. So who's next? We got Nate Dogg. He's going in. Mr. Nate Dogg, thanks for hanging out today. And thanks, Mr. Mark, for all of the generous giveaways. I was talking about the Moltres. Oh, the Moltres is about 40 to 50. Okay, perfect. All right, cool, man. So, what do we got going on next? That's from the Moltres UPC. That's correct. It seems decks can be weighed to determine if they are the hit. You need a trustworthy seller to buy from. Hey, here I am. Your trustworthy seller, guys. I'll never weigh the decks. You know why? Because I plan on just making money from them the normal way. So I'm just going to ask for profit. So, but you know what? With that profit comes a guarantee that they'll never be tampered with. Never. So that's what you're buying, okay? It's a guarantee. All right. It's one of the best ways to open them, in fact, is to have somebody who's really, really reliable that way. There he is. Throw money at him. There's who? All right, so we have an order. We have a couple orders. Oh my God, wait a second. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 orders. They're all on the website. Wow, the website orders are heavier than the PayPal orders. It's so strange to see. Mr. Jaded, I believe, is next. Wait, no, we already did this one, right? Let me see. Let me see. That's... Oh, okay, so it's a new order. And this time he wants 3 of the Nikkei BTO3s. It's a little confusing looking from my screen because they're so similar to each other. All right, here we go. We got 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's my guarantee to you guys. I don't ever tamper with this stuff. That's my style. Everyone's going to say that, of course. You know, every 14-year-old kid on Whatnot's going to say he doesn't mess with it. But I really don't. It's in my personality. And that's just how it is. All right, so Mr. Jaded, you ready? Here's... Boop, boop, boop. Oh, my God. Some hollows. Here's a hollow. And here's... Ooh, not bad. You got Rappy. That last pack, pack number 3, that was it. I only weigh my women. Yeah? You're trying to make sure that they're extra chubby, right? You're into tortoise? This Mr. Jaded. Women under the weight of 200 pounds will not be accepted. Too skinny. I think a lot of us can say we pulled crazy chase cards here at TCC. It is Jaded. All right, lovely. Red Hood, Rappy Siggy. Dang, nice. Very good. Okay. My luck is returning, says Mr. Jaded. Sweet. Austin Albert says he would like 5 Poke Shuffles. That's Austin Albert. You ready? So the Poke Shuffles have been pretty popular all this time, and they're just getting cooler and cooler. We're always coming up with new ideas. Like the trade slab was a new idea. The Poke Shuffles have 2 new ideas. When you buy 10 of them, you get 1 for free. The other new idea is when you pull a slab, if you don't like it, you can re-roll it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We re-roll it for about 90% of the card, and we kind of round it out to a full spot, you know. Here it is. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got Old Maid Pikachu. That's great. You pulled that out for $25. You're ahead now. Now you have to make a choice. Do I keep it? Do I keep it or do I re-roll? That's point down, Pikachu. Aha! This will be it right here. Okay, so there it is. I've been attending this stream for 4 years. It's quality. Oh my lord. $19 for an OP 6-pack. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Albert says he'll try a re-roll on this. All right. So how that works. This card will go back in for $50, and you'll get a re-roll of 9 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Like this. Good luck in there. Pikachu is a solid one. What do we got? He could pull a massive hit. 1, 2, 3. Or he could pull all cold ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's gone from 5 spots to 9 spots. And let's see if he rolls up again. Magikarp T10. All right, I like that. Off to a good start. That's cute, the Durant. All right, so you're swapping into Magikarp. I don't actually know if that's good or bad. I'm about to find out. 025 Magikarp. That could be an expensive Shining Magikarp, but I don't know if it is. Might be a cheaper Magikarp. I'm trying to think what could have gone in there other than the Shining one. Oh. Oh, this one's a roll down. No! You have Misty's Magikarp. Do you keep it or do you re-roll? All right, so that's Misty's Magikarp from a very recent set, graded 10. You can keep it or you can risk it for the biscuit. I'm done glazing, mister. Mister, the Korean Nikkei Novel Arena has a new set, SBO1. It includes the swimsuit Summer Girls. Reroll, please. Last time. All right, he's taking the last shot. So this card will go back in for 7 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to give you 6 spots in the box. Are you ready? Okay, good luck in there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is. Let's put Magikarp away. Boop. Chinchou, the Moth, Metagross. Ooh, I think that's good. Red-haired lady, Lanoon, and Doreepy. All right. So you went from Pikachu to Magikarp to Metagross. I think the Metagross is actually a pretty cool card. You might have kind of gone back up on that one. This box is so freaking large, dude. I ought to start alphabetically ordering it at this point. Oh, yeah. Back up to 45. He might want to keep that one. Look, Metagross is playing in the snow. It's Christmas. All right. I think he said this is his last time. You technically can re-roll. Keep it? All right, you got it, man. Mr. Austin. Okay. That goes over here. Very nice. That's the end of Austin's turn. Now we have Patrick Brady. He says, Gushing Over Magical Girls ×5 and Azure Lane Volume 2 ×2. So, where am I keeping all those? I don't remember. Here's your Azure Lane. That was easy enough. But the Gushing Over Magical Girls, I actually do not know where. Oh, isn't this sold out? I think this is supposed to say sold out. The Rascal. I think Rascal sold out. Let me see. Weiss. Yeah, so Rascal, this is, we better put this to the side. It's one of those sets that's sold out, but there's some left over. And so we need to find a way to get rid of that. Ah, here we are. The Magical Girls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's the OP break this time? It's EB1 English, whole booster box. EB1 English, one whole box. All right. Oh, I realize I haven't given Alexis something. She needs the EB1 box, doesn't she? Not the EB1, the EB3. Oh, I don't think she's here yet. Okay, I don't think she's here. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me take a look at this order one more time. Mr. Patrick. Yes, here we are. So I have to get her a box of one piece. Okay. I just really like the box. It's adorable. There it is. You know, it's one of those older English sets that might really go up in price over time now that everyone's opening one-piece cards and gobbling them up. Okay, here's a holo. Here's a holo. Here's a holo. Magical Girls. This is a set where if any of the cards are lewd, I include them. So you can get lots of commons out of here. That Dino King still on as a break? Nido King? Yes. There's 2 Nido Kings. There's the Mega Nido King, Crystal Nido King. He's a $400 booster pack to get into that break, or a $40 sublist. Did you just pull 3 full arts? Dang, dude. Now, the other one, the Team Rocket one, oh, maybe it's a full art in every pack. The Team Rocket break is still going on as well. That's the Team Rocket Nido King. Oh, they're all full arts. Okay. Damn, bro. Thank you so much, Patrick. Appreciate it, man. Okay. We're going to sleeve this. Ba-doop, ba-doop. Let's see. Peter Patrick. Haha. Pop this in here. Mr. Russ says, love you. Uh-huh. Toss this over here. Here's Mancheri. Here's Mochis. What's this notification I just received? Oh, here's Wasteland. That's one of those. Ooh, here's a cheap Raticate for 20 bucks. And here's Typhlosion. I heard somebody was buying this for $6 for Christmas. Isn't that right? Let's get this order for Ben Garcia. He said, whoa. He wants a Japanese EB1, PRB2, OP14, OP6, and OP10. He's got a lot in this order. It's a big order. So 2 of the Japanese EB1s. Let's start there. This is an exercise in finding my own products. There we go. Notably, not so much of the Mega Dream getting opened, huh? 2 of the Japanese PRB2s. Do we have an open box of PRB2? Maybe not. Okay, let's get a fresh box of the PRB2. Any graded Gordies? I'd buy one of those for $6. No, but that would be very funny if you did. All we know is 6 likes rats, and that's Eradicate. 3 of the OP14s. There it is. Okay. 3 OP14s. I find it really interesting how we see this new kind of order on the website where they're really mixed orders with, like, you know, 5 different pack types. And we didn't usually see that in the old way of ordering cards where you had to add it up manually. And then 3 of the Japanese OP10s. You know, the old style of ordering cards, you'd have to sit there and add it all up on a calculator if you wanted a multi-pack opening like this. There we go. All right. Here it all is. You know what else? I like knowing that the math was done correctly myself, not having to worry about it. Snip number 1. Snip number 2. Snip number 3. Snip number 4. And snip number 5. You know what Karis and I have been playing the last 2 days? We've been playing a little bit of Terraria on the Xbox. So weird. I played it on the computer with her years ago when we first met. And we're playing it again all these years later because we know there's been a couple updates. And we've mostly forgotten what the game feels like. So we're just playing for some fun. And, man, it's a cute little game, isn't it? Terraria. Very nostalgic now. Yes. Did you guys play that game at all? If you've never played it, it's a cute little game. Are there any additional fees or charges using the site? No, it costs the same as the packs on the menu. So if you're using the description to pay, or if you're using the menu to pay, it's the same price on both in both areas. If you want to challenge your relationship, play Overcooked. Overcooked. Here's oh, very nice. And ta-da. We used to play Smite together, Karis and I. We'd get into fights playing Smite sometimes. Why did you do that? You should have done this other thing. We take it real seriously. Ooh. Okay. Look at that Luffy card. He's like, Shazam! Okay, here's EB1. EB1. Nothing. And OP6, English, pricey. The price on the website needs to be updated for OP6. We're updating it right now. I updated the YouTube menu, but not the website menu. I got to be careful with that. All right, thank you so much for that, Mr. Ben. Was she Carrie? Was she Carrie? I play Guardian, and she plays Hunter. Here it is. Very nice. And I'm usually the critical one, I guess. Here's Mr. Ben. She plays really well. There we are. She'll beat your butt. But I don't like to lose, and I get so tough when playing video games. There you go. Overly competitive, maybe. All right. Here we are. Sometimes I got to be reminded it's a game. Carry equals hunter, ye. There you go. It sounded right. I wasn't sure. Mister, I have a box of OP13. Should I open it or keep it sealed? Nice. It's not the one we're shipping, right? No, that would have been Edward Cornelio. He's got that. I've got to hand that off to Miss Alexis, by the way. She's not here yet. So I need to do that probably about right now. But let me go in and correct the website. One of the products, the prices is wrong. I think I need to add a rule to the buyer's guide or the buyer agreement that if I make a mistake in the pricing, where I fail to update the pricing, that we will usually will service it, but that there should be a clause that allows me to go fix it on a big order. Yeah, let's say you try to buy me out of a product because it's like 25% of what it should be. Not 25%, but you know what I mean. There it is. Some kind of rule. All right. Of course, the real solution is to not make this mistake. That was me. Hand it off to Alexis, please. Yes. So we just finished Mr. Ben Garcia. And now we have a Mr. Jaded who says, I've decided to give away my Charizard EX. Can you give me $40 store credit for PSA submission? Okay, hold on. So that's not a giveaway. That's a trade. You're asking to trade me your Charizard in exchange for a PSA submission. Let me take a quick look at it, Mr. Jaded. That might be reasonable. Let's find out what's going on here. Okay. You would like to grade one of your cards by paying for it with the card in your bag. We can do something like that. Let's find this Charizard first. Not in baggie number one. Jada says, no, I already bought in for a PSA. For a Charizard, I want to give it away. I'm kind of confused then. Could you explain what you mean by that? I don't actually know what you mean. You might need to explain the order a little bit, okay? Explain it to me like I'm a baby. There we go. Let me go ahead and refresh these. We've got Jolteon. Here's Wigglytuff. Here's Ghastly. Here's Pristine Gardevoir. Here's Tyranitar. And here's the Mark giveaway. That's a giveaway. Type in Mark. For Charizard, I want to give it away. Where can I find the Charizard? Is it in your bags? Is it a slab? Let's grab this guy next. Okay, we got a nice classic Bulbasaur going up. I pulled a Charizard and paid for PSA submission. I would like to give it away. Oh, I get it now. I get it now. It makes sense. So it's waiting to be graded. And because you're giving it away, you'll just take $40 of store credit. Okay, we can do that. Give me a second here. All right, so Bulbasaur. I was having trouble understanding it first. Okay. It's about 40. Okay, $40. Now, Jada says he's got a Charizard waiting for grading, and he would like to give it away. Where is it at? I gotta find it right over here, hopefully. Let's see. If it's in the other room, is it in the other room already? Is it already in the process? All right, so if it's in the other room, I don't want to dig it up right now. It might already be kind of partially along the process of submitting it. All right, so was it under a different name, perhaps? There it is. We'll put that back. All right, so I don't see it here with me. It's probably already in a submission. That's probably what's going on with it. And now let's hit refresh on PayPal. We have an Edward Shelton order for a $20 bag sort. We're going to sort all of Mr. Edward Shelton's bags. Before I do this, let me go grab an EB13 box, not an EB, an OP13 box for Miss Alexis to ship, okay? Happy holidays, Mr. Ivan. I'll be right back, guys. Let me go grab this for Miss Alexis so she has what she needs. Actually, I think the box I need is right here, isn't it? Yeah, it's right here. All right. All right, now I got it. Oop, now I got it. All right, there we go. What other thing did we need? The bag sort. All right, good. Let the bag sorting commence. Whew. So, wow, I'm crazy tired, man. Setting this here. All right. So, yeah, a lot of these hollows. I presume a lot of this will be the same. I like the stamps. Oh, there we go. Here's a stamp. We got a nice Miss Magus. Ah, that's nice. These are nice. Eh. So we got a lot of hollows here that are just sort of like in a hollows category. All right, and then these are kind of like tier 2 or something. So this is junk category. Just a lot of that stuff out there. Now, as for these stamps, I like to think they're a little bit better than junk. I think people are probably going to grade those. Got this nice Psyduck. He's real nice. Okay. This is nice Houndoom. This is baggie number 1. Stamps rock. Let's see. Okay, I'm just reading your comments there. It was a bad day yesterday. I'm sorry to hear that, man. You are? All right, here's Absol. Let's leave this up. Here's more Pecco. Here's, what is this, like netball or something? Which ball is that? Okay. And then here is the Mimikyu. All right, so you see what I've done here? What I've done is I've sort of boiled this down like this, see? Sorry to hear that, Mr. Ivan. All right. Now you got all your hollows, including hollows from your Gem 3s over on this side. And we're kind of considering this junk. Now, why we would call it junk, I don't think you're going to grade it. I don't think most people are going to grade it for a long time. Maybe one day it'll be expensive because it's so old. There we go. And this is kind of like tier 2. It's like, it's okay. It's better than junk. Let's grab this next bag. You ready, Mr. Edward? Edward has ordered a $20 sort. Let's see. DA lost, don't hit until the day go to rest. Boy, they are not lying. Yeah, here we are. We are. Put this here. Talking about like a funeral, maybe. There we go. Fan Rotom. Honestly, I consider this junk. So I would put this in the same pile as the hollows, but I don't know. I don't think it's valuable. Okay. Ooh, those are nice. We got some more hollows here. I like this mist. Oh, that's not a Misty's Gyarados. It's just a Gyarados. I mean, we'll put it here. It's cool. Gyarados is cool. All right, this is an actual hit. Very nice. Got an EX. Got a Charizard. There's a little Abra. And it's just going to be a packet of hollows, probably, right? Let's see. See, lately I've been on the fence on how I feel about these EX cards. They are prettier, but I noticed something. I don't even want to grade EX cards. I'd rather grade the hollows when the hollows are good. Okay, so we got some of these. Those are some expensive hollows, man, because you paid a lot for them, ultimately. I guess I thought that Vulpix was cute. The Gengar, I think, is actually pretty good. That 151 Gengar artwork. This is a bulk card. That's not supposed to be in there. Okay, Toxtricity. Here's an Excadrill. Florges, Swablu. Now, those are older. Here's Ninetales. Here's some... I mean, it's basically bulk. You got a huge amount of bulk here on the side now, okay? And here are your nice cards. Mom went to rest yesterday and it don't feel real. I'm sorry, man. Here we are. Here's Gengar, Jigglypuff, Starmie, Abra. I don't know her name. What's her name? Man, I should have grabbed a drink. This Marnie's really good. This is one of your top cards for sure. Okay. You got your stamps, more Pecco. The Marnie is very gradable. This Charizard is very gradable. So we're sorting through your stuff. And we're finding these two cards standing out right here. These two right here, see? Okay. Set this here. Set this here. Notice, big pile of junk. Little pile of like, meh. And then this is the good stuff. Now, I do not believe we are done yet. Merry Christmas, Edward Shelton from Waifu. From Waifu? I don't know what that means. All right, what's going on in this bag? Lots of stuff in this bag. Oh, here's a Gengar stamp. That's real nice. Here's a, there's a nice Cerulege. The rest of this, I'm not feeling it. I'm going to place these solo levelings and SRs over here. Okay, there's a textured card. All right, so the rest of this shall go here. Okay, very nice. Here's a Mr. Edward Shelton. I plan on getting a bunch graded with you, but shipping bulk. Sounds good. Okay, so here's some hollows. See, here's Myrodon. I don't think he's good enough to even go in the tier 2 pile. Here's Gita. Ah, there you go. There's a good hit. So you got a nice one right there. Okay. Chandelure. Not bad. I don't think Clefable deserves to be there. Okay. Very nice. Jump on the One Piece box break. The One Piece is real, says Mr. Edward. Here's Mist Magus. Edward's really enjoying the box breaks. Graveyard. There it goes. All right. This pile extends far off the table now. You can't even see it in the camera's frame. Pull that up like that. So lots of this stuff here. See? Edward Shelton, baggie number 500. You guys can see Mr. Edward's a big customer. We appreciate you, man. Here's some more hollows, some more hollows, some more hollows. Ah, some vintage. Okay. Mega Sharpedo, Oricorio. I mean, it can go over here. It's a little stamp Miss Mages, some Harry Potter. That's Caillou, K-U, Harry Potter. I don't really treat it with any seriousness. All right, so lots of bulk over there, which could be shipped out immediately, in fact, if you wanted to just clear up some room on the table and make your stuff less confusing for yourself. Because it does get confusing the more of it you have. Okay, there's our full arts. Here we are. You can see you've been hitting the Gem 3s pretty hard. You know, nobody ever did pull those Cubones out of Gem 3. I'd love to see people pull those Cubones so we can get a nice clip of it. Here's a Houndoom. I just want to stop by and say hi. Do my family at this moment. Love you guys. See you soon. We're sorry to hear that, Mr. Ivan. Ivan, you're always welcome to just kind of hang out. And, you know, that helps sometimes, you know. Here's Cubone. There you go. There's nothing worse than being alone when life's difficult. Here's Clefable, especially when it's something that's truly sort of like a moment of grief. Here's Darkrai. All right. Very good. Here's Urky. Edward Shelton, baggie number 100. Okay. Very nice. That's why I said we needed a moment in the stream, didn't I? Because I knew you had a lot. So you got these interesting cards. Oh, I like the Venom and the Black Bolt. So we're going to place these in the tier 2 bag. Okay. All right. Here's your Chandelure. Hey, what's up, Mr. NHCC? Okay. Here's some full arts. Here's some more of these. Okay, another Chandelure AR. Here's another stamp. Don't worry, guys. We are running out of Edward Shelton bags, I'm sure. Okay. Here's a little promo card. Maybe. We'll put that there. Here's a Squall. We'll put that there in tier 2. You know, it's an action point. Some of these are a bit trickier to decide where they should go. Oh, this is cool. Some vintage G.I. Joe. So a lot of this, it could go over here. Like the Metazoo certainly could go over there, but we're going to put it here just to keep it understood that way, right? Like this is going to be junky hollows and stuff. We'll put Fissure over here too. All right, so how many bags is that? Like 24 bags? Edward Shelton, bag number 17,000. G.I. Joe. Yeah, I can get more of those G.I. Joes. I have them listed on eBay, but I can pull them down. Okay. Here we are. Guess we'll put that there. Yeah, feel free to send in for a round of shipping if you want for the bulk. We'll get these off the table. You also have the option to trade it over to me for like the trade slab. That's another option as well. It is if you're just trying to, if you're looking to get rid of it because you don't know what you're going to do with it at home. Here's an Absol EX. That's in English. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, some more of this. If you see how many hollows you're getting from the Gem 3 boxes, you have to tell yourself, you know, that's primarily what those packs are full of. Meaning every single pack of Gem 3 is full of these holographic cards. And that kind of boils down to them not being very rare at all. So the Chinese Gem, remember, they're Chinese cards too. So that sometimes that's much harder to sell to people, Chinese cards. So I kind of rank those cards kind of low. There's just too many of them. They're literally not rare. I've pulled so many Master Balls of every single type now. We'll just toss this here for the convenience of it. Wow, well, you take a bird's eye view of your bulk. See that? That clutters up the table like crazy. But we've been doing all right. Okay, this might be your last bag right here, Mr. Edward Shelton, last bag. Can't believe Christmas is here already. I should have 2 Charizards. All right, we'll keep an eye out for 2 Charizards then. Okay, cast form, some more hollows. Okay, here's Dust War, some Harry Potter, some Hot Wire. Well, yeah, we'll keep this over here. Why not? We'll have these separated from just the pure bulk. Okay, Portland. I don't know, dude. Yeah, we'll put this here. Why not? Okay. Got a little fear in there. This has got to be considered bulk. I think this is literally bulk. Okay. More Marvel. Papa, more movie. All right. I didn't see a Charizard in that bag. You said you got another Charizard. Is it already? Oh, it could be in here, which is 1 more bag. Let me guess. Hit bag. Okay. Okay. We got a little Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go. A little Matang there. All right, I don't see another Charizard in there, though. Are you saying you had another Charizard of that exact same type? Did you send it out to grade? Do you know if you sent it out to grade? Okay, so you got a bunch of hollows here. Man, that's a lot of stuff. You made a clip of it. Ooh. You are? All right, no problem. We'll go looking for it. Put this here if it's not in this bag right now. I like this Mewtwo, actually. Okay. That's why it's a good idea to ship your stuff out every now and then. It helps keep the table clear and makes it less confusing. Okay, here's some of these. Minccino can go in there. Okay, set this here. Skeledirge. Do you remember if I put it into a semi-rigid? You know what a semi-rigid is? Could be in the Cool Kids box right now. We got this thing called the Cool Kids box, where the Cool Kids cards go, but I haven't been using it as much lately. And well, that's a nice looking melodic. All right, so that's a lot of sorting. Well, just a little bit left here, guys. Sorry, this really took up much more of the stream than I should have allowed. Okay, a whole bunch of hollows back here. People often order a bag sort when they have too much stuff. And that's why we have to charge money for it, because it legitimately takes up so much time. You have to really want it. Some Mewtwo's. Some Pokemon Go's. Some poker cards, some EXs. All right, we get it. So that's the end of that. And you're saying you got another Charizard from Obsidian Flames. Is that what you're saying? Ugh. Okay, Brett Love, Elijah Martinez. I enjoy watching cricket. Send me a Discord. Still waiting on my second prepaid slab shipment. Let me know when you send that out. I believe we sent it out. The second one, huh? Give me a second here. That sounds like something we should make sure is taken care of. I bought a briefcase today, feeling snazzy. Okay, let me put this here. We took a minute and sent a bunch of NHCC slabs out. Maybe you're saying that another round should be going out. All right, this is too much stuff. It's all tucked away. Now we got to find a way to put it away again. That was from a long time ago. I never paid for shipping yet. Okay, let me start putting these away. We are buying a bunch of slabs and going to send them to you to pawn it. That'd be an interesting thing. What is this? That's Elijah Martinez. Give me a second here. Okay. So Edward might have another bag somewhere because he's suggesting he has another Charizard, and I don't think I've ran into it. This. I've been absent for a while, so I wouldn't know. Sorry. That is a lot of purchasing to gather all that. Yeah, we got to get this shipped, man. It's enough stuff that it's better to start shipping it, or at least start thinking about shipping it out, because it starts to get confused and having so much, especially when it comes to needing like bag sorts and stuff. Yeah, especially the bulk in particular. You can get the bulk shipped out. I thought I had a lot of cards there. I thought I had a lot of cards there. That's what you just said. Here we are. Oh, that says hits. We better make sure that says Edward Shelton instead. This Edward Shelton. Okay. Yeah, that took up a really long period of time. It's rarely somebody with like 2 bags who wants a bag sort. It's always somebody who has like 14 boxes. Mr. Brett wants a bag sort too. He's a similar situation. He actually has more, I think. Yes, I have a bad feeling. I feel bad having more than a box of cards, says AOG. I'll send for shipping for the bulk. Perfect. All right, so we'll get these out of here. All right, got this over here. So, Mr. Edward, with how full everything was, I would not be surprised if we have more of your stuff in another location. Like maybe like an Eddie Shelton hits bag or something like that sitting somewhere. Okay, let's not grab Edwin Delston. 1 year from your first order date. How long can we keep cards there? You can keep cards here for 1 year, and then after that, it needs to ship out or it'll be considered abandoned. Now, the other option is to pay $5, and I'll reset the date on your bag or your bags. It's very important that you communicate to me that you want that. All right, so we got all these hits. We don't even have time to go over it, to tell you the truth. We've already taken too long. We're going to cause people to have like a 40, 50-minute wait time for a bag sort. But there's Charizard 1, and you're saying you have 2 Charizards. Is that what you're saying? So we'll have to go looking for that because we only found 1. There. Okay. I have to say Edwin Shelton hits. Okay. Usually when a system like this is so overloaded, I start to send stuff over to this yellow box. We have yellow boxes on my right side. So we'll take a look into that, okay? Okay, now this is like tier 2, basically. T2. Tier 2 is like, it's not valueless enough to just be called junk or bulk, but it's not as expensive as a hit. So sometimes you pick through it and you go, meh. Could include like EX cards, fancy looking hollows. Shelton, tier 2. Okay, now, oops, let's move this here. Let's move this here. Caleb, Jonas, Alex Garcia, Sarah Dusenberry, Hathim, Sarah Hathim, John Lucas, Alex Garcia. Oh my God, dude. There's literally so much stuff. There's a John Lucas bag here. Looks like we got a John Lucas box up here. Let's pull this out and put it into his box. Okay, good. So that's no longer separated. Then Hathim can go back onto the Hathim bag. Mr. Alex Garcia can go back on the Alex Garcia bag. Jonas shall go on top of Kayla Barrow, who's not active, and you shall go back on top of Sarah Dusenberry. So these are back to normal. We have Isaac Thomas, 6. Isaac Thomas, Sarah Dusenberry, NHCC, Moody Joe, Arthur Bricker, LaFlame, NHCC, 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 Brett, Jonathan Morris, John Lucas. Wow, John Lucas had yet another bag over there. Man, it's crazy, man. Ernesto, Edward Cornelio, Eddie Berto, Edward Shelton. Okay, let's try in here. Here's another bag, Mr. Edward. No Charizard in here. Everett Treminio, Eric Colburn, Elijah, Erky Kierberg, Elijah, Elizabeth, Eduardo Vargas, Efren, Eddie Morales, Edwin. If it's an expensive Charizard, is it possible you queued him up to grade? Luke, Lawrence, Ethan, Burnett, Eric. All right, so I'm going to move on to the next order. I did not find any more bags, though. I'll ship all my stuff soon. I still think this is awesome content. Yeah, my bad for taking up so much time. All right, so hold on. That was ordered. Let's get back to the website. So I did not find another bag, but that doesn't mean it's not over here. We need more time to go hunting for it, probably. What's this? Just checking over here on this side. Francisco. Some other guy with an F. Francisco. Couple Franciscos. Let's see. NHCC Mike side. Something I can't read. Abigail, who's had a box there for 7,000 years. All I can think is that you had me prepare it for grading or something. So it could be in the other room ready to grade, unless you definitely are sure you didn't have me graded. Hold on. Well, I think I would have already seen it over here, because we just looked through this. Yeah, it's not in here. It's all good. You can move on. There we go. Okay, let's move on to the next order. Yeah, we may have... You may have... No, the corner was messed up on it. I cannot remember exactly the history of that card. Kendo Pelor. All right. Let's take care of these guys who have been waiting a little while. Let's see what's going on. So we have a Mr. J. Actually, I think we already took care of this. Can I have the box that has been there for 7,000 years? The Abigail box? I'd love to look into that. So we have an order from Joshua Rodriguez. Finished the slab away Charizard and 3 live customs. All right, Joshua Rodriguez. He's been waiting for this. Let's jump up here. Slab away. I'm going to click edit. Okay, your Charizard is done. Nice, dude. I'm going to pull this out real fast. That wasn't too long. Here he is. Very nice, dude. Wow, you were fast with that one. Okay. So this is completed. I'm going to pop this over here. My mind's like totally distracted. I'm trying to think of where that other stuff is, or what's going on with that. Thank you. Now, we got to get the rest of the order, which included 3 live customs, everybody. Let's see what happens there. Ready? When you can you put my bag with the OP13 box? The label was created just for the OP13 box. It's going to come in a nice box that's already kind of pre-chosen for it. I think trying to slip the bag in with it might at this stage might be a bad idea. I'd probably have to make a new label. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. It is. Let's see what we got. Here's the fish. And, oh, cool, man. Ludwig. Very nice. And, it's going to be cold this time, isn't it? All right, that's a cold round in the live custom. Sorry, man. That's for you, Joshua Rodriguez. Okay, Josh, let's go find your bag. Joy Albrecht. Hey, that Venmo order, the $600 Venmo order that was on hold, that just went through. That was the Brett Love order. Wonder why Venmo held that. There we go. Okay, I'm not sure if he has a bag or not. I'll create a bag for you, okay? Actually, let me check this last box. We got an overflow box for the Joshes. Right here. Joshua Rodriguez. You did have a bag. Okay. Very good. Okay. How long is the line, this loot pack? It's not bad at all, Mr. Loot Pack. There we go. Whew. Mr. Matt Hedrick, 5 of the Dragon Ball manga boosters. Here you go, Matt. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, 5 of them. Haha, Edward Shelton, baggie number 24. What's in this one? Ah, there it is. Mr. Edward, I found it. You had too many bags on the table, man. That's what was going on. It got placed over with the L's. I saw it from here. I had to look way past the E's. There it is. Second. Your Jolteon is overpriced, says Pedrick. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Pedrick? $5.25 for the Jolteon. That might include taxes. That might be why. Or maybe we did price him a couple days ago. Maybe he has changed since then. All right, so there it is. No need to be concerned. There was never really a need to be concerned. You just had so many bags that it was easy for it to kind of get displaced. Just because there was so much, we started putting your stuff all the way over into the L's. That's what was going on. All right, there it is. Okay. Snipping this. I was getting a little bit nervous. You see, I don't normally make mistakes. It's pretty rare. But I have made mistakes. You know, I'm human. And so I was getting scared. Maybe another guy named Edward shipped. You know what I'm saying? I was like, did I send another Edward a free Charizard that now I need to replace? I was starting to sweat a little bit. I was like, where's this bag? All right, here we are. Nah, it was in the L's. That's what we do when we run out of room. We start putting your stuff in odd places, or we have to create a, another, you know, like box or something like that. So we have to get creative with it. It's always a little bit flexible, you know. But I knew it was most likely we just had placed it in an odd spot because I knew how many bags you had. So the highest likelihood is just that you had overflow somewhere. Here we are. Pack number 4. All right. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Pedrick? How are you today? It is. Ooh. Pedrick, you're not that guy from the other day, are you? The one that was asking about his bag? Mister needs a day off to refresh. Yeah, I had Sunday off. There we go. Sunday was fun. It was relaxing. It goes by so fast, you know, the weekend. Okay. That was for our good friend, Matt Hedrick. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it, man. Mr. Pedrick, I banned a guy named Pedrick because I thought it was a troll, and it turned out to be not a troll. It turned out to be a real person. But now I don't know how to unban him because when I look for his name under the banned list, it doesn't show up. You are? I hate that it does that, and the only way to get it out is to let everyone out of jail. Then I get hit by a bunch of trolls. We get trolls just like every channel. Let's see. But your name's Pedrick, so I'm wondering if that's you. Maybe not. Mark, Matthew, Mark, Matt Henson. Oh, Matt Hedrick said he'd need a new bag right in his order. I'm so dumb, guys. I'm sorry. Are you doing Christmas Day and Eve stream? I'm going to certainly try. I think I will. You banned a potential customer? Yeah, maybe. He had a very small bag with just a couple cards in it. But he was like, I want to see my bag. And I was like, I don't know you. And then I thought, based on the age of the channel, that it was actually a troll. And I went looking for the bag and didn't find it. And then a while later, I looked again, and there it was. It's got like 2 cards in it for a Mr. Pedrick. But that day in particular, we had gotten a troll who was bothering us. And so I thought it was just him making up a fake account. But it might have been the real guy. Let me show you. Let me see if I can find it real fast. I'd like to unban him. Or, you know, he can reach out to me in a lot of different ways. I need to know exactly what his YouTube name is. I can try to fix it. I can't find it, dude. It's like 2 cards in the bag. And they're not good cards either. I can't find it. Maybe I put it to the side. Well, let me grab this. Ugh. Take this whole box out. Pat Gibbs, Philip, Paul, Peter, Pokey Nasty, Pirates Enjoyer, Patchin. Here's a Patrick Mallard with a very... Hopefully he did a 24-hour ban on YouTube. Hopefully he's back tomorrow. And I think he got a real, like, full ban. But he wasn't, like, a big customer or anything. He was, like, a guy who ordered, like, one thing one time. Let's see. But his name was... It is me, Mr. Hey, what's up, Mr. Pedrick? Pedrick, I accidentally banned you. We were getting attacked by trolls that day. I thought you were a troll, man. Let's see. I can't even find the bag, did I? I bet you I put it to the side like an idiot. Because I was thinking, this poor guy. All right, Pedrick, you had like 2 cards in your bag. And I can't even remember what they were. And I think I've put it to the side somewhere. Oh my God. This is a disaster, dude. Let me put this back. So first of all, if it's really you, and it probably is, I want to say sorry for that. There it goes. We deal with a lot of trolls, actually, if you didn't know that. No, back when I bought, there wasn't a first-time buyer thing, he says. I think he was one that got shuffles and then tried to get refunds. It says Resendez. Really? I don't remember that. Don't worry about the cards. They were 2 common cards from the shuffle. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that sounds right. Because we created it. It was a pretty small bag. It had like 2 cards in it. You are? All right, Mr. Patrick. Let me put this back over here. That's Patrick Mallard. That's an expired bag. We have an order. Did we take care of this one? Matt Hedrick. Thank you, Matt Hedrick. Now we have Mr. Edward Shelton doing a $10 round of shipping. Here it is. So we happily discovered where your other Charizard was hiding out. Now we got this big double shipping box. Whew. Appreciate it, man. First time shipping, Mr. Edward? I feel like we spent the last 30 minutes sorting, guys. Here it is. It looks like we've shipped to you before, so I'm going to reuse that address, okay? We're going to need this to be a little bit heavier. There it is. All right. We will hit print. It says it wants to update the label for tomorrow. Let's giggity go. I'll ship just the bulk so I can get some cards graded if that's okay. Yeah, let's do that. So you keep some of the cards over here. Let's see. Can I squeeze one of these tier 2 bags in there? You might not want to grade the tier 2 stuff either. I sent another order an hour ago, not to confuse it with the original. Okay, no problem, man. I'm going to go in there. What's the... Mr. Jaded, could you tell me what the order includes, actually, so that I don't mess it up? There you are. Okay, pop this in here. I'm going to get one of your tier 2 bags going out, too. All right, nice. Where shall I place this? Let's place this right... Well, normally what we do is print this label and then go put it on the shipping shelf. And there it is, everybody. We got a big shipment from Mr. Edward Shelton. It's got a lot of bulk in it. Thank you, Mr. Edward. Very, very good. Okay. Ow. Ran over my toe there. Okay. Is that Miss Alexa's? Why does she show so late? She shows up here like at bedtime. All right. There we go. It was just to clarify that if the Zard's already in the process, it can remain there and get sent off to PSA. So yes, it's most likely already partially submitted. What I can do is I can go cancel it out of the submission. Generally, I try not to do that. You know, I have lost cards before in the past. Again, it's pretty rare. You know, almost always when it occurs is when I change something that normally is not part of the sort of like the routine. So anytime you make a change to the routine, it's not a good thing. So I usually like to tell people don't touch it at that point. We are. Let's see. Here's Mr. Christopher Houghton. Mr. Please. 1 Terra Festival Japanese, 1 Mega Dream, 1 151. Ooh, I like this order. What am I rolling over? I'm rolling over something very crinkly. There it is. It's a sleeve. All right, let's get it. Terra Festival, Mega Dream, 151. Here's the Mega Dream, and here is the Terra Festival. Now, where's the 151? Ah, here's the 151. Perfect. Boom. All right, 3 specialty sets. Mister, would you trade Pokemon for Wendy's gift cards? Ooh, very interesting option. I don't eat Wendy's ever, like in a year, but I know where one is. Maybe. I'm open-minded. I think the trade would have to be favorable. You know what I mean? I think the trade would have to be in a way where I go, okay, I'll take Wendy's gift cards instead of cash. There we go. All right, Christopher Houghton. Here's an oddish. That's out of your 151. That was a tough 151 pack. Here's, ooh, you might be doing well here. Terra Festival. No, that's just a regular Garchomp. I take it back. Just a standard pack. All right, Mega Dream's going to bring you back to 0. Oh, yeah. We got, okay, so we got a little Togekiss at least. Togekiss popping out. Christopher Houghton, a nice little Togekiss. All right. Delivery update. Delivery Tuesday, December 30th. Wow, that's going to take a while. Help Mister get to 50 likes. Wow, we're almost at 50 likes. You guys are very generous. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a great Christmas time. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you're having great holidays. I like Christmas a lot myself. I'm a big fan. 1990s Christmas was pretty wild, pretty epic. Ooh. There's 67 people watching. Mr. Chris. Last Christmas. All right. I heard that they foiled an incoming, attack in the German Christmas markets. Did you guys hear about that one? Yeah. Actually, I was hearing people complain about how Christmas markets in Germany feel very different now. They have cement blocks to stop cars from running people over. After a guy did that just a couple of years ago, he ran over a whole bunch of people, killed some people. They have cement blocks for that now, so he can't do that again. So people can't run through the Christmas market with a vehicle. And they have policemen who stand guard now, but in the past they didn't have that. There were no policemen. So when you go out, you wonder, okay, there's the policeman to protect me from a mass murder. And that's a new thing for them. They didn't have that in the past. So they're not what you might call a high-trust society anymore. And people are feeling that right now. They're feeling the emotional... it's a bad thing, really. It's a bad thing to lose that. We're kind of used to not having that in the U.S. We got a lot of mass killings going on in the U.S. There you go. Ooh, this music sounds really good. This isn't Nine Inch Nails, is it? No. The opening sounded like it. Cement blocks? Cement! Mike side hears what he wants to hear. All right. So, I paid Apple $20. What did I pay them for? Okay, that's not good. I wonder what that was. Let me hit refresh here. I think you have 2 very cheap slabs on the table. Are they still available? There was one that just got added, wasn't there? Here's a Flamigo for $6. He's pretty cheap. And here is a Tyranitar for 14 bucks. You are? All right. Oops, very nice. Very good. So there's 2. Chipotle for dinner? Ooh, what should I have for dinner? We just came back from Wally World. We got some of the slop. I got a ham. What can we eat for dinner tonight? Beans. No, I'm just kidding. You'll take them? Sounds good, man. All right, I'll set these to the side. Just spend some time with family, Mr. Ivan. You got brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, so here's an order from Ben Garcia. Wait, did we not already do this one? I'm looking at it like we already did it. Oh, yeah, okay, we've already done the Ben Garcia order. It's actually Mr. Carter's turn. Carter Gortson. Carter wants 5 of the Phantasmal Flames. I did a big reorder on the Phantasmal. I hope it's not a mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have you thought about just starting the stream later in the night and ending around the time you'd normally start the night stream? Well, so the nighttime stream really should be kind of separated from the daytime stream. They shouldn't be too close to each other. That's the first thing I would say. And then the second thing I would say is, I've not figured out how to do it, man. I can't decide, do I try to go back to my other stream schedule, sleep schedule, or do we just give up on the nighttime stream, which is a really radical idea. Imagine, no nighttime stream. What would that be like? I mean, we'd certainly lose a couple nighttime only buyers. Maybe we would be able to host a morning time stream, though, and we'd gain some new unique buyers from the morning. Or maybe even some of those nighttime guys would be like, oh, cool, I actually am able to join the morning stream. So I don't know. It's a tricky thing. But I don't know. When I think a lot about it, I don't want to spend the rest of my life not getting any sunlight in the winter. It's just a bad lifestyle. And then, you know, it would be pretty nice if the weekends rolled around and Karis and I just woke up at the same time, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be nice? Because on the weekends, I wake up at 4 p.m. For her, the day's already mostly over. She falls asleep pretty regularly at about 10. She gets tired around 10. So she either has to forego her sleep to hang out really late at night with me, or just, you know, go to sleep like normal, and we got a whole, like 5 or 6 hours together. It's kind of depressing, actually. So that's been we've been doing that for 7 years. Like, we're used to it, but we've always known it's not that good. Here's Mr. Carter. Let's see. We want a 24-hour live stream for Christmas. Nah, we can't be doing that. Not 24 hours. Carter, good luck. Let's see. Unfortunately, you guys are family. Okay, so you got a small family. That's all right, man. Karis and I both have a pretty small family, too. Here's Reshiram, Apom, Valplume. Here's Gloom, Pillow Swine, Genesect, and... Oh, that's a tough round there, Mr. Carter. Carter's got a tough round. I'll put you in on the Moltres, Mr. Carter. Those were all hollows. That can definitely happen. Whoa, you got a bag of hollows right here. Carter Gortson. What's your most expensive card, says Mr. Pedrick. Yeah, Pedrick, I got some really expensive ones, I guess. They weren't always that expensive. A couple years ago, they were a lot cheaper. But they got expensive really fast all of a sudden. And I'm not 100% sure which one's my most expensive, but it might be one of my Gold Star cards. Carter Gortson. There it is. Mister, I did place a second order, so that one was correct. Okay, so I gotta be real careful with that. You know, with the website, maybe there should be a way for me to mark an order completed so that I can get like a checkpoint. Okay, so let's see. So Ben Garcia, who's been waiting a little while, he wants 2 EV1s, 2 PRB1s, 1 OP13. Oh, yeah, that is a unique order. Okay, let's get it. Let's see. We're going to start by grabbing this. Yeah, I ran away from home when I was 17. You guys have heard this story a million times. And never went back. I'm now 36. I'll be 37 next year. And I literally do not see my family every single year. So this is it for me. It's just me and Karis and hanging out with you guys. We are. It's one of the reasons why I've been so available for so long. OP13. Let's grab that OP13. Look at that. That used to be 10 bucks. Wow. Now it's 21. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Okay. And then OP5 for $54. Wow. All right. That's the big boy, huh? That is a huge card. Did I keep them in here? I didn't keep them in here. Let me go grab it. I'm 1 year older than you. Do you happen to have Arcanine from Illustration Contest 2022? That's a really specific card. No, I do not have that one. So OP5 and OP14. I'm going to go grab that OP5 pack. I'll be right back. All right, here we are. So this is actually a big order, everybody. Thanks for checking. Nice to see fellow millennials. Elder millennial here. Let's see. We're getting old, man. 1990 was like 30 years ago. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the end of the box. Okay. I've been getting OP13 for $4, but my local store ran out. So you're saying my price is actually cheaper than your local store. That's pretty impressive, right? I mean, considering mine already includes the taxes too. Are those English? It is. Look at that. OP13 and OP5 English. Whoa. Wow. All right. So I kept OP5 on the menu. That's interesting. Didn't I have it over here as well? There's this. Here it is. Yeah, 54. Pricey, man. I was 25 in 1990. Hey. I'll set this over here. Okay. So. Ooh. Let's get it, guys. I need a life, says Thomas Hogue. Yeah. I mean, if you're just relaxing without too many things going wrong, you're already way ahead of a lot of people. So you got to appreciate that. You know what I mean? All right. You can take up something fun like wood carving, gardening. Gardening's a good one. Yes. Hunting. Cooking. Yeah. Just something simple. I wasn't even born yet. Well, 93 baby here, says Mr. Clarence. All right, there we go. I'm a little older than Karis. She was born in 1995. There we go. But even people from 1995 are starting to feel old. She turned 30 this year. She was like, no. Yeah, what we got? And I laughed at her and I told her, ha ha ha, now you're going to look old. Pack number 1. Let's get it. Tell them why you ran away, mister. Yeah, oh, there's another SRSP. It was a pretty crazy family. It really was. The parents, it was not as simple as like, oh, you know, it was a little rowdy or something like that. It was a pretty bad place. There was a lot of violence, actually. And it was just not a good situation, man. There were too many kids crammed into too small of a home. Still 11 kids crammed into a small home. And I had very little understanding of the real world because I was homeschooled too. So you ever hear one of those like crazy homeschool families that keeps their kid locked up to the radiator? We were basically that. and I snuck out on my own after a certain point. All right. Here's EB1. We've got a holo here. Here's a holo. Here's PRB2. We've got one SR. Ooh, set this here. I'm scared for the big packs. Hey, what's up, Mr. Brandon Boutillier? How's it going? It's still going. We're still going. The choo-choo trains left the station or something like that. Ooh, there you go. Nice. Did they file a missing child or something? They didn't. They must have been pretty nervous. I remember my parents would often warn us about child protective services or whatever. They'll take you away. So they must have been a little bit nervous that I was going to maybe contact police or say something bad. But no, they didn't find me, and I didn't like call on the government or anything. I didn't even know you could do that, to be honest with you. It didn't cross my mind. Maybe I would have. I think I'm your father. Sorry, I had to try a joke. Mr. Do I have credit? Mr. Pesa collects. Could you remind me the name, Mr. Pesa? When's the last time you saw them? Like 18 years ago or something. It's a really long time ago. Raul Mendoza. Thank you, Mr. Raul. All right. He wants to know if he has store credit. I'm going to let the suspension build for these two big packs. You ready? All right, Mr. Raul. You guys ready for those big packs? Those are pricey now. OP13s, it's a pricey pack. All right. So it claims you have $127 there. That's a lot of money. You know, it's troubling to me, Mr. Raul. I don't remember if you spent it and then I just never marked it off or not. All right, we'll set that there. Okay. That's why the store credit system is not the best system. I might have to design something better in the future. Obviously, there needs to be like a system of like checks or something for those. All right. Eli got Mega Dream. They called BCW in my time, not social services. Time to reconnect and bring them some bulk. Nah, it'll never happen. It's not a Hallmark movie. Here we are. Ooh, very nice. Two cold ones. Now, how about this next pack? Cheap and affordable, OP5. People used to open this for like $10 a pack in the past. What are we pulling here? Two holos this time. Mr. Ben, we're not surprised, Ben, because we know it's very hard to pull something out of OP5, which is why the price on it is so scary. Such a high price for such a low chance at a pull. There it is. I didn't. It's from my consignment. I used penny message to order. Perfect. So you got $127 there, Mr. Raul. You got to be thinking about how to spend it. You got to be going, you got to be putting your hands together like this going, All right, Ben. Thank you so much. Roronora Zoro. And no crazy ones here, I suppose, huh? Sorry about that. Okay, Ben. We'll jump over here. You didn't need a new bag, did you? I feel like we just had a bag for you. Ah, is this it? Ah, there it is. Found it. Okay. Pop this in here. All right. No, it was pretty tough, man. It was a really tough childhood. Mister, it's antiseptic. But what's antiseptic? When's the last time you saw them? And then, Mister, that's antiseptic. All right, so that's the end of the order. Thank you, Mr. Ben. Let me hit refresh on the website, see where it goes from there. So, okay, everything's caught up on the website. We're going to check over here. So is this still on hold? Wait, is it saying? Oh, no, it's saying that it's in, right? Okay, let me just take a look at this. Oh, that's Miss Alexis. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to bring her something. Haven't been in a stream for a few months. Can you show the breaks when you have a minute? Oh, I'd be happy to show you the breaks. All right. But I'm going to run this down to Miss Alexis. I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. Whew. Mr. I had a dream mega on that order as well, says Mr. Eli. Oh, my bad. Oh, there it is. You had to scroll down for it. And he had a round of shipping. All right, no problem, man. I'm still learning that website. Here it goes. It does this weird thing. When you order the shipping, it like cuts off the orders like they're done. But if you scroll down, it shows the shipping. And then the Mega Dreams below the shipping. All right, here it is. Mr. Ben. One Mega Dream. That's so sad. You get one doggy. Orf. I think I'm gonna put you on the mark card too, man. This was a really big order. Okay, nothing crazy popping out of Mega Dream there. Okay. BTC trying to break 90,000, is it? All right, Mr. Ben. Looks like we've shipped you before. Let's compare that address, though, just to be safe. Yep. Okay, that looks good. Okay, cool, man. All right, we're just waiting for this to go off. We're waiting for price to show up. I left my home at 17, says Piasu. We're going to print. I left in a pretty tough way. I just grabbed a couple items and disappeared, and that was the end of it. Yeah. Very nice. I don't even know what they look like anymore. It's been so long. Pop this over here. It was too crazy back then, man. I don't know what it is. Something about my family. They were maybe hyper competitive or something. I don't know what it is. Just really, really tough people in my family. Here's Mr. Zach. He says 10 of the EB1s. You got it, Mr. Zach. 10 EB1 Japanese. Here we are. Ooh. Zach's EB1 Curious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. These are remaining. What items does that not make you sad sometimes? It has. It's made me sad sometimes. I think also life's not too bad. I mean, think about how my life ended up anyways. I ended up having some cool jobs, completing my degree. You know, I met Karis and pretty much built a life with her. I ended up being a popular YouTuber, successful with the cards, and I kind of understand that everyone has different luck in life, you know, and overall my luck hasn't been that bad. So, you know, I don't let it bother me too much ultimately. There you go. All right, good luck, Zach. Here's a holo. I'll tell you somebody who just had very bad luck. That family, the UPS, with the fake UPS guy breaking in, they had very bad luck. Ooh, here's a holo. See, I have better luck than them. Here's a holo. Okay. What items did you take? When I initially left, I really just took a couple pairs of clothing, and I had a ton of writings that I actually made when I was a kid. I don't know if you knew this, but I did a humongous amount of writing, and it was all by hand. And I didn't want them to have my writings. It was like too personal. And so I snatched all of those, and I snatched my wallet and a couple pieces of clothing. Whoa, there you go, Mr. Zach. Very nice. I have bad luck, but it could always be worse. Yeah, you got to appreciate what you have in life. I feel like that's very true, because no matter where you're at, you can always wish you had more. So I think, you know, trying to be normal is just accepting things the way they are and just being okay with that. You got to appreciate the small things in life, like a handful of M&Ms. You know, got to be able to enjoy the small things. Okay, let me grab your bag. You loved poetry, I recall. I did a ton of different kinds of writing, but there was this, when I was much younger, there was this girl I was flirting with, and we loved writing each other, and we would just write all the time. There was no texting for us at this time in life. Neither of us had phones, and so that was our way of communicating. But, you know, I do a lot of writing. I do writing where I think about, you know, like how does the mind work and stuff like that. It was, you know, I was pretty young, and I was homeschooled, so I didn't have any outside reference of the world. And there was no internet yet, really. I mean, there was, but you couldn't do anything on it. So, but I just really liked writing. I think I liked the language. Language itself was fun for me. All right, let's see. We're going to pop this guy up here. Haha. It's beautiful Misty Gyarados. Can you show the breaks? Yes, sir. Let's show off some breaks, guys. All right. What's that Tyranitar card? This is called Iron Thorns. He only got a 9. Master, I take 6 doll slab. 6 doll slab. These right here, the Flamigo? Or are you looking at that Cerulege? Here we are. All right, so give me a second here. Let me get a price on this. I found forever when your smile taught my soul how to breathe. Mike Side, the poet here. There we go. All right, let's see. I don't know what to price this at, but I'm going to set it at 40. I feel like 40 is a very good number. 40 kind of, you know, it's about the cost of the grading. It's about the fact that it's a 10. That's a premium. You know, it's a nice card. Gyarados is always going to be nice. $6 slab. Yes, that would be this one right here, unless you saw another one. Okay. All right. So thank you, Mr. Zach, for the order on the EV1s. No manga popping out of there, though. And here's Mr. NHCC with the really, really big order. He says, finish off the Misty Pikachu with my store credit. How many slabs do I have left with you there? Yes. Let's go find the Misty Pikachu to get started. Thank you for that. All right. Yes, so we shipped off a round of slabs to you, and we're waiting to see how that turns out, and then we'll ship another round. So you should have some on the way right now, a nice big chunk of them. Might be all of them. Oh, you're not in here. So you must be in the overflow box. Oop. Okay, let me take a look into your box up here, in fact, because that'll tell me how much you got. All right, so I don't even see any slabs for you upstairs. So there could be a chance you got some slabs downstairs, but we already shipped out the ones upstairs, and presumably I grabbed the ones from downstairs as well. God, here's the Misty Pikachu. Here we are. Honestly, I think you got a really good price on this. I received the first half before leaving for the Philippines. Then I said I was good to go for the second when I arrived back. Perfect. That makes sense to me now. So the second half is currently on its way to you. That's where we're at. Yeah, that second half, after you came back, I shipped them out alongside Jonathan Cham's order, I believe. There it is. So they should be getting closer to you. They might already be there. I mean, did you check the tracking? Let me see. Give me a second. I can look it up too on my side. Let's grab this. Okay, we'll pop over here. So we have to listen to that music. So date printed, let's go past 30 days. And then we're gonna look up Mr. NHCC. Oh, there it is, a $39. Okay, so this one has a status of undeliverable. Let's see what it's saying right now. It's saying, let's see. So the last, well, wait a second. That one was from October. So that can't be, oh, here it is, the top one. Okay, you already received the other one. So the last update was on December 20th. And it says, arrived shipping partner facility, USPS awaiting item. I don't even know what that means. So, but what it doesn't say is that there's any problems with it. So it says in transit. The other one that said undeliverable, that was the previous shipment, which is kind of funny it would say undeliverable because you already just said that you got it. So apparently that one had been delivered. And then the new one says in transit. It's in Illinois, arrived shipping partner facility, USPS awaiting item. Okay, so it's making progress. All right, very good. That's a big one. We don't want any mistakes with such a big shipment, you know. All right, so this guy has been marked off for you. Or girl, I should say. Very good. Ivan Rodriguez, 2 cheap slabs. They might be one more. Here it is. All right. Good. Mr. Ivan. Okay, so I think he's sending for this. I'm going to place this to the side as well. There you go. Everyone he knows. Boop. We're getting real close to Christmas. I think for some people, Christmas is a little depressing. There it is. The irony about Christmas is that since it highlights kind of like a happy environment with like maybe like a comfortable or healthy family unit, when people don't have that, it kind of you have to sit there and reflect on it almost. So, you know, I would say nowadays I have a much better Christmas. I got some cool Christmas presents picked out for Karis. And yeah, life for me today is pretty normal for now. Ooh, look at that cheap and affordable Electivire. But you know, I appreciate people who maybe are not having a normal Christmas or holiday, whatever you do, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Here, let's get some more of these blue labels off the table now. There you go. I think I said these exact words in another stream. Some people don't have a normal family life, or they don't, like they've been divorced, or maybe their kids don't talk to them, or maybe they don't have kids, whatever it is. So I like the idea of making sure we go live to hang out with people who are maybe not having a great Christmas necessarily. Here's Gengar. That's a nice card, man. All right, so we got a Gear, Ivysaur, Gengar, and Fall of the Airship. I think he was trying to trade his Gengar 8 for my Gengar 10. Because I think that's what he was saying. Let me take a picture of this. Because I had a Gengar 10 for sale. There we go. All right. Is the queue open? What time is it? 7:30 already? Nah, we got to wrap up. I didn't realize it was so late. Oh, man. So you'll notice this daytime stream has been 3 hours. You'll notice that. Do you see that? 3 shiny treasures for Mr. Andrew Vasquez. Thank you, Mr. Andrew. No more orders, guys. We're going to wrap up here. So what happened with today's daytime stream? We actually started it earlier than usual. Okay, let me get a fresh box out because I'm not seeing it. We started the stream earlier than usual, and we might have a shorter nighttime stream. What do you guys think of that? The breaks real quick? Yeah, sorry, I keep saying I'll show them off. Now, if you ever want to know about the breaks, we always show them off at the beginning. But here are some of the breaks right here. Just really good stuff. Look at that. Look at that table right there. That's crazy good. Isn't that good? And that's not even all of them. There's more. There's the Topps box topper. There's the Battle Styles box break. There's the EB1 one-piece box break. It's good stuff. But this one only requires 4 more people. It's really close. And this one, I think, is one of the most special ones on the table. And then this one's one of the faster moving breaks. Here it is. So he might be done soon. He's a vintage card, and people are jumping in there, and he's receiving star spots. Mr. Ascent, for the $24 Tyranitar 18 TCC slab, you took off the table. Okay. So slab we took off the table. It's a TCC slab. Sounds good. Man, that Crystal Nidoking and Legendary Gengar. Yeah, it's good stuff. I like to say this, we have the best breaks. I really think we do. We have some phenomenal breaks. This. So we're going to grab 3 of these. And then actually, I'm going to just pull the rest of these out. Shiny treasures. Throw that away. Oops, that's Lucas Lange's bag. Didn't mean to grab that. I'm going to grab this. That's what I do now. I put these in plastic bags, and then I have these shelves that I pull them out of. There we go. All right. Mr. Brandon Boutillier. He's back. Glad you're popping on by, man. Did you notice we got a website now? I don't know how long you've been gone, but we got this website now, and it's been crazy busy. I feel like half the orders are on the website now. Here's the olive tree. Ooh. Here's Fortress. Okay. And haha, shiny Pidgeot. Nice, dude. Andrew Vasquez sniping the shiny treasures. Very good. Okay. Tossing that. So, let's grab this box here. Did he say new bag? He didn't say new bag, huh? Mr. Vasquez, you already got a bag? Yes, you do. Okay. Very nice. Is Alexis shipping today? I'll send a ship out my Nami slab. So you can send in to ship your Nami slab, but she won't ship it till Wednesday, okay? Ivan says the cheap slab. Here it is. Well, now, wait a second. He said the $6 slab on the table. Was there another one that was $6? He might have meant the Cerulege. Let me scroll down a little more. Okay, Ivan says he'll also take Missing 2 and the Tyranitar. You got it. Now, you're saying it's a card I just took down. Is that right? Okay. Oops. Ooh, not in there, though. Oops, come on now. But I can't grab that many slabs at once. Boy, it was warm outside today, man. I was kind of bumming that we didn't just go outside and spend time in the sun. So beautiful. I wish we had a way to do that, to just kind of pause life and get some beautiful sunlight. Missing that sunlight, man. Gotta have some sunlight. It's like water. I didn't think it was so important, sunlight, you know, but I've discovered it is. That's Venusaur. In the middle on the table. Oh, okay, so it's still up there. Cool. No problem. Let's go get that. Toss this back here. All right. So that was the consignment slabs. We got those all rotated. We sold a whole stack of those consignment slabs during this latest round of repricing. Aha, there he is. Okay. And these are yours now. Ta-da! Very neat. Okay. BGS law, sorry I'm new at this. No problem. You know what we're still looking for? We're still looking for Tai Hua's square cut Parasect. You guys didn't see me tossing that card around on the table in the last couple days, did you? Square cut Parasect. All right. Ivan would also like the Venusaur slab, TCC Venusaur slab. Okay, so maybe that slab was actually a consignment slab, the Venusaur, because I feel like I just saw a Venusaur go by. Yes, he was. All right, the Venusaur is a TCC consignment slab. No problem, let's go find it. I'll just pull this out a little bit. Okay. How about that one, huh? This one? The Ivysaur? I think it's this one. I think he meant the Ivysaur. Is that what you meant? That one's $18. It's got to be this one. The Venusaur probably wouldn't be 18. Venusaur would probably be a little more expensive. All right, we got it free, Mr. Ivan. Appreciate it, man. Boy, I'm so tired. You guys have no idea. My sleep schedule is so bad. I basically just did not go to bed today at all. Because why? Because I took an extra long nap with Karis last night, and then I couldn't fall asleep at all as a result of that. Pretty bad, huh? So I'm running on no sleep right now. Okay, so this shall be 45. There you go, Mr. Jimmy. Try to keep my TCC collection growing. I have 26 of them. Damn, dude. You might end up having one of the better TCC collections at that rate. That looks like the end of the PayPal queue. And now let's go ahead and hit refresh on the website one last time. Here is a Nathan Norman. It says pending payment, though. What does that mean, pending payment? Did it actually go through? 100 for 4 life customs, 40 for the Gengar break. That one says pending payment. I don't know if that means this order has been received. Oh, okay, so we might have to hold off on that one for the moment. Let me look at that one more time. This order has been received, but no payment has been made. Pending orders are generally awaiting customer action. Ew, okay. So if you wish, Mr. Nathan, we can just do that tonight. It's almost 8. So I really should hop off and go spend time with Karis now. She's been off work since 5. So I think we'll wrap up here, guys. Mr. Nathan, if you'd still like to service that, we'll be back on. I think we'll be back on for tonight. I think we will. I don't know when. It could be unusually early or it could be unusually late, one or the other. So we'll find out. I think what I'm going to do is go to bed. I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, I'll see you guys maybe tonight. See you later, guys. And thanks, everyone, for all the support and all the orders. I really appreciate it. We had a lot of fun. Tonight's Monday night, right? So I wonder what Monday night will be like. We got all these tag slabs to price, right? Did you guys see all these cool tag slabs we got back? Some of them were really banging, man. They were really good looking. So they haven't all been priced, and they'll get priced as we start working on them. There's Maractus. We got to get that for Miss Cactuar Queen. All right, all of you guys have a nice night. Have a nice night, Mr. Ivan. We still got that Mark card to give away too, okay? So I'll see you guys there.